Welcome, everybody. It definitely
You are now muted.
Go time. And, it's rare that people are in the right place at the right time. And if you're listening to this webinar, it means you have some serious goals for both not only time freedom, but financial freedom, or what Eddie and I often call peace of mind. It's interesting how many people I talk to that are in pain, searching for a legacy royalty income. And it's rare, really, really rare, that you're in the right place at the right time. Because what I've seen is in other companies, it's so typical for the blind to be leading the blind, with people being frustrated, wasting big time in their time and financial resources. That's not the case here. We are so committed to your success to the point that we invest the time to give you 21st century tools to make your duplication easier. Now think about that. It takes time to understand the company, the compensation plan, the product, how to speak to people. So with our tools and our systems, all you have to do is send an email of the recordings that we do, just like the one you're going to see today. So with that being said, nobody better than to explain this summer of sizzle that's going to make 2014 the beginning of the rest of your life the way it should be. So with that, Colli, let me turn it over to you.
Well, thank you so much for that introduction to this amazing opportunity that we're going to share with you today. XANGO and Zalo, the brand new division of Zalo that launched last year that set MB30ers, you'll hear a little bit more about that in a minute, or people who want to become a millionaire or bust, on fire. And I have never been more excited than I am right now to be able to share this incredible opportunity with you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Colli Butler. I'm a 500K premier, a multi-million-dollar earner, and a professional storyteller. I tell stories for a living. I started telling a story about 11 and a half years ago about this magical fruit called the mangosteen. This mangosteen had more botanicals in it than any other botanical ever discovered. It had these molecules called xanthone molecules that had a wide variety of benefits for the body. I had never heard of that before, and as I researched it, I found out there were thousands of years of folklore behind this mangosteen, yet current modern science and research. And I said to myself, wow, if this product works, we're going to make millions. And folks, the product worked, and we did make millions. As a matter of fact, over 100 people earned more than $1 million in commissions. This is money that was deposited into their bank accounts in just the first 10 years alone. And of course, that number has gone significantly higher since then. And we now have a $1 million club and a multi-million-dollar club, which are people who've earned significant income. Now, our company is very special that way, and we're going to teach you why. But along the way, it's time for XANGO Generation Next. And we, the first generation of XANGO millionaires, are looking to form new partnerships. We are looking to mentor new partners who are looking for more, who are coachable and consistent, and who know the score. Now, XANGO is not a new kid on the block. We are 11 and a half years old, and we have earned some of the highest accolades of any company. We've broken records every step of the way. We've broken records for the biggest launch of a new product into the health market or into direct sales, into network marketing. We have done some amazing things. And, that juice I talked about, the mangosteen was made into a juice. And after 10 and a half years, we actually obtained and were issued a patent from the U.S. Patent Office. We're no longer patent pending. We are patented. And that means some significant things as far as the competition goes. We started our own 501(c)(3) charity when we were just 5 years old. XANGO was the very first company to ever be a jersey sponsor of a professional sports team here in America. And the list of accolades to our owners and to our company just goes on and on and on. Let me explain how our structure works, and I'll compare it to corporate America. See, corporate America, there's one guy at the top of the heap. That's the CEO, and no one will ever make any more money than him. And under that is the president, the vice presidents, down at the very bottom are those hardworking employees. And people can spend their entire lives trying to climb that corporate ladder. And you can climb a rung or two. Most will never see past middle management. And every now and then you hear some amazing, incredible story about the guy who worked his way up from the mailroom. Well, we're just completely different than that. See, when we get started in our own business at XANGO, we have 9 partners, minimum. Upline from us, there are 9 distributorships that actually earn commissions on every sale we make, every customer we bring in, and they have financial incentive to help us. And then we begin to build our business, and we can build it as big as we want. We all start at exactly the same place, and we start to build our network with the help of our partners. You know, compared to corporate America, Donald Trump said corporations are really pyramid schemes. You know, and speaking of Donald Trump and other wealthy people, what do they really think about network marketing? You know, he was asked actually on the Tonight Show by David Letterman, what would you do if you lost everything and had to start over from scratch? And he said, without hesitation, I'd find a good network marketing company and get to work. And of course, there's lots of famous quotes from motivational speaker Les Brown, former Prime Minister Tony Blair, Bill Gates from Microsoft, former President Bill Clinton, Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. They all have very positive things about network marketing, about the direct selling industry, and about how this is the future of our economy and what a significant contribution our industry makes to our economy. Now let's just look at how traditional products are brought to market outside of the network marketing arena. Let's just look at a can of Red Bull, for example. It is manufactured somewhere in the world in a plant and costs actually about 10 cents a can to manufacture. And then they mark it up and sell it to the global distributor, and the global goes to the national to the local, and finally that local distributor will put it in the stores. We'll put it in retail stores, we'll put it in Costco's, and when they do that, everyone has to mark it up a little bit along the way until finally the consumer is able to get that product, a significantly higher price. Now, along the way also, there's a lot of advertising that takes place. You know that most companies pay 50% or more of their budget in the form of advertising. Now, Red Bull, for example, spends their advertising budget on big promotions and paying superstars and athletes and sponsoring monster trucks and things like that to give you product awareness. Now, let's just take a look at the XANGO difference for a moment. Our products are also manufactured somewhere in the world and cost less to produce than what they're sold for. But then it goes to XANGO, who marks it up, and then, like other companies, they pay 50% of their budget out in the form of advertising. The difference is XANGO pays that in word-of-mouth advertising to you and I for simply using and sharing the products. You know, Jim Rohn said one customer well taken care of could be more valuable than $10,000 worth of advertising. And, of course, word of mouth is the most effective form of advertising because people will purchase a product based on a recommendation from somebody that they know and they trust. And so finally, our products get to you, the consumer. But the only middleman between us and that manufacturing plant is XANGO, is our company. They're the national distributor, they're the local distributor, they're everything. And we get that product for less. We can mark it up more to a retail price and sell to our retail consumers, or we can allow other distributors and customers, we can build a network on wholesale customers, allowing them to purchase at the same wholesale price that we do and still get paid those word-of-mouth referral bonuses just for drinking and sharing, using and sharing the products. Now, why XANGO? People ask me, why XANGO? There's a lot of companies out there in our industry. There's a lot of companies with a lot of great products and some fun stuff that's going on. But you know what? Out of all the companies that have ever started in our industry, and I'm only going to go back to 1957 with these statistics, but really our industry started a long, long, long time before then. But since 1957, there's a lot of companies that started then that are still in existence today. So we're going to just look at that. Out of all those companies, there's only 50-some that have ever even made it to their 10th birthday. Now, that's not unlike any other industry. When you look at any business that starts, whether it's in the retail industry or the restaurant industry or any industry, there's very few companies that ever make it. I mean, many companies fail within their first 12 months. Most fail within their first 3 years. But to make it 10 years and older, that takes a company with a lot of special stuff going on. I mean, they've got the secret sauce. This is a company that has the right people in place and has the right products and has the right marketing system, and it has a vision for the future. So 50-some companies out of tens of thousands of just documented companies, there's really a lot more than that. Do you know that the IRS says at any given time there's over 2,000 companies that are registered as a network marketing company, but really we'll only hear of a couple hundred of them. So that number really is a lot higher, but tens of thousands of documented companies that really did try to make a go of it, 50-some ever made it to the 10th birthday. So I want you to think about that for a minute when we talk about how special. Do you know XANGO was the fastest company to reach $100 million a year in sales out of 64 that have ever done it? And we were the fastest company to reach $250 million a year. These are annual sales out of only 36 companies that have ever accomplished that. Now, of course, $1 billion, we talk about $1 billion, that's a big mark. And, you know, we built our first product, that XANGO Juice, into a $1 billion brand in just 5 years. Now, that's faster than many other companies who do $1 billion annually today, such as Apple and Microsoft, Starbucks, and Dell and Nike and Walmart, and so many other companies that we know that are $1 billion annual companies today. We reached that $1 billion cumulative mark faster than any of them. Now, of course, we want to do that $1 billion annually. We're not there yet. There's only 11 companies in the history of our industry that have ever accomplished that. You know, it took them an average of 36 years to do it. The current record holder did it in 18. Now, XANGO is 11 and a half years old. We are on track to meet and beat that record as well. And, of course, when XANGO is doing $1 billion a year in sales, they'll be paying out $500 million a year in commissions to you and I for using those products and sharing them with others. You know, since then, we've launched and opened over 43 markets. And, again, we've created millionaires and multimillionaires galore, 10 times the number of our closest competition did in the same time frame with the same volume. Now, XANGO offers solutions. So we're just going to talk about a couple problems here in the solutions that XANGO offers and what's creating this financial opportunity for us. First one, lack of energy. We all know that. That hits us no matter how old we are, how young we are. It hits us because today we sleep less and we do more just to get by. Now, the market solution is pretty scary. A lot of products that are high in calories, high in sugar, high in caffeine, and actually are sending people to the emergency rooms or even the morgues at a record number. And, of course, we see that all over the news today. All we have to do is Google energy drink health problems and thousands of reports. But we have a solution. The Zalo solution is Zalo Limitless. It gives you limitless health, energy, and opportunity. Now let's just compare it to some of the other so-called energy drinks out there on the market. Now I picked some of the most common energy drinks sold, and on this chart I put the most common size the drink is sold in. See, on the cans you'll see the nutritional values per serving, but a serving of an energy drink is only 8 ounces, yet the most common size of a Red Bull sold is 16. Same thing with AMP. The most common size of Rockstar sold is 24 ounces, and the most common size of Monster is 32 ounces. Now, when people buy a 24-ounce or a 32-ounce, they're going to drink the whole thing. They're not going to pour out 8 ounces and have their little serving and be done. So to really evaluate and compare to these other products, we want to look at what it would take if you consume that entire can. And that Monster, you drink that whole can of Monster, 400 calories, 108 grams of sugar, 108 carbs, and the cost on all of these. Now you can find them on sale and get a 2-for-1 or get, whatever it is to get it down a little bit. But I promise you this, folks, they're not going to pay you to drink and share their products, and you might be paying a lot of money for health problems that you might be having now or in the future if you continue to use these. Salo Limitless, 4 calories, less than a gram of sugar, only 3 carbs, and it comes in all sizes because it comes in a single serving pouch. It's a powder that you just pour into a water bottle or whatever drink container, and you can mix it according to taste and according to what you want. 8 to 32 ounces. It can be an 8-ounce drink or it can be a 32-ounce drink, and no matter what size it is that you enjoy, it still has just the 4 calories. So a very, very amazing product, and again, we just drink and share. So how do we be successful? We stop drinking this junk, and we start drinking the Limitless, and we tell our friends about it. Now, this Limitless product is such an amazing product that it actually started an entire movement with the younger generation. Now, the younger generation, they all drink energy drinks, and they all tell their friends every cool thing they come across, and now all they have to do is tell their friends, and as they start drinking the Limitless, they can get their products for free, or they can make a little bit of money, or they can make a lot of money. And this movement, Millionaire by 30, started actually in Phoenix, Arizona, just about a year ago, and it's already become a global, worldwide movement. Very exciting. The Limitless is just one of the products in our Pro line. Our Pro line has products for people who want to run a little longer, work a little harder, recover a little faster. With our Reload, which is our recovery product, if you exercise or just go to an amusement park and do some extra activity during the day that you're not used to, your muscles can be sore and tired. You can wake up the next day regretting, especially if you actually work out and go to the gym and lift weights, your muscles can really be dying. But this will help your muscles recover. It'll help replenish those electrolytes, and it is an amazing anti-aging product as well, because as we age, we lose muscle mass, and it helps us rebuild that muscle. And the Ignite is a performance product for pre-workout. But again, if you're going to go for a hike, or if you're going to go to an amusement park, or you're going to do any kind of activity that's more than normal, but especially if you're going to play a sport or work out in a gym, Ignite has this nitric oxide. It's a vasodilator. It will boost your performance. It boosts oxygen into the blood and helps that performance so much more. And those products are this amazing line. And now we have this ageless also, because your best hasn't even happened yet. Let's just talk about aging, one other problem that will affect all of us one day if it's not already. And if you're younger, under 30, well, this is what you have to look forward to. And there's nothing any of us can do about it. We age. The aging process really begins about 30 years old significantly, which is why most professional athletes actually retire in their 30s. They lose the muscle mass, they lose, their hormones are imbalanced, low energy, the oxidative stress, their bone density, all of these things happen as we get older. Now, the global anti-aging market is a $300 billion a year industry, and this is what people are spending their money on. The market solution to aging is to address the symptoms of aging and not aging at its actually core level. Now, I want to just talk about one single ingredient. Ageless is actually made up of 9 key ingredients, special blends, and one blend is a cellular regeneration blend that actually works at the DNA level, helps repair that DNA. The rejuvenation blend, this is actually helping to regenerate our muscles and balance our hormone levels and give us mental and physical stamina. Our cardiovascular blend actually supports circulation by providing powerful antioxidant support, one of the most important things to aging. There's videos we have by doctors that tell us all about aging and how it happens and all the different theories of aging. There's a theory that says telomeres, that the length of our telomeres depends on how we age. And there's another theory that's about that free radical damage that we're doing to our cells, and this powerful antioxidant can help that. And another one is about our mitochondria, our little power plants within our cells that as it's kind of like our batteries die. As the mitochondria starts to die, we have these aging. Well, our ingredients address all of that. But I have one ingredient on the screen that I want to talk about, and that's Sheila Heat. See, when I heard about Sheila Heat, I'd never heard of it before. It was kind of sexy, kind of mysterious. It has thousands of years of folklore behind it, yet current modern science and research. And as I investigated, I said, oh my gosh, deja vu. Here we have another story to tell, a story that people haven't heard yet. And see, when you've got a story to tell that somebody hasn't heard before, they'll listen to you. And if they listen and they try this product, and I said, wow, if this product works, we're going to make millions. Folks, does the product work? It works. There's a website dedicated just to share the stories of how the different Zalo products are changing people's lives. It's ZaloExperiences.com. And on this site, people are just reporting their stories, some of them after a couple of days. I mean, you can notice immediately within that few days that improved circulation and warmth, improved energy, mental clarity and focus. After just a few weeks, improved muscle tone and overall energy, mood and cognitive health, immune function. And within a few months, improved cardiovascular health, skin tone, reduced belly fat, weight loss, and so much more. So check out the stories and see what people are experiencing. And these, again, are just a couple of products in a line of products with different divisions and different brands with different solutions to different problems that can help us live longer, live better, and make some incredible money if we simply use and share those products with others. So how do you do it? You just look for people who are looking for more money, more health. Give them information. It can be tools like brochures and CDs. They still do that. Or sending people online to get information on the website. This is a 24-hour-a-day business, global business, that you can simply give people information and then introduce them to your mentor, your partner. It could be your sponsor, could be your sponsor's sponsor, could be that first person upline from you who's a member of our $1 Million Club. But this team, there's a team of people standing by ready to help mentor you. And you simply bring them to the events. Could be these webinars, could be a home meeting, could be a local hotel meeting, or just a three-way call to somebody in your upline. The more meetings you do, the more money you make. And we're a team. We do this together. The first goal is to break even, then get to 1,000 a month. 1,000 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4. As we continue to use these products and share them with other people and encourage them to do the same thing, we start building a network of customers and distributors that will eventually expand all over the world. Now, it's about creating a residual income stream. See, as you share these products and opportunity with people and they continue to order and use these products, you will get paid every time people buy products. It's about residual income versus earned income. Earned income is just trading time for money. We only have so much time. There's only so much money we can make, and you cannot build a legacy or a future or retirement income with that. But if you leverage yourself by building a team, 3, 4, 5 business partners, and you help them do the same, all of a sudden those numbers grow and grow and grow, and the people purchasing products from you grow and grow and grow, and you can leverage yourself to freedom. If you think about it, what would you do if somebody offered you $1 million in cash or one single penny, but they promised to double that penny every day for 30 days? What would you take? Now, some people will try to calculate in their head a penny, 2, 4. After a week, it's not even $1. After a couple weeks, it's not even $100. The brain is thinking, oh, the $1 million. But, folks, get out your calculators and do the math. You keep doubling that penny, and it will add up to significantly more than $1 million within that 30 days. And the great thing is that with this business, you don't just have the 30 days or 30 months or 30 years. This is a lifelong residual income opportunity, and you can double your penny as many times as you want. I mean, think about it. Who do you know that would like to make some more money? And who do they know? And who do they know? And who do they know? And so on. We have a worldwide global compensation plan and so many different ways to make money. And the compensation plan is all about building volume. We simply find people and we start team building teams. And some of those people are going to sponsor a few customers. We actually have a program for customers called Nothing Beats Free where you can get products for free. And some of those people are going to sponsor other distributors, people who want to make money. And so as you're doing that, we've got bonuses for customers, and we have bonuses on distributors. We have weekly power starts, and we have weekly customer program. We also have bonus pools from customer volume bonus pools that get paid out at the early level rank. You can get into it by building a team of 3 people and a total of 1,000 in volume. Will get you into that first iBonus pool, all the way up to giant global leadership pools where people can actually share in all the sales of every single product in this company in the entire world. Now, I'm just going to explain a couple of little basics about how this works. This is our bold compensation plan, and it's about you and team building. You find some people, again, some will sponsor some customers, some will sponsor some distributors, and as we leverage ourselves and build those teams, we will promote and earn more money in our compensation plan as long as we've got personal volume, and then we determine what our personal group volume is. That's you and all your customers and distributors, everyone on that team combined. And then you're going to sponsor people, and your sponsored legs hit a certain group volume. And then you're also going to have different placement legs. These are people placed underneath you, different legs that have some volume. So that's all we need to do. We are just building legs and helping them create volume. And we can focus on the nothing beats free for our customers. You know, 3 or more customers, you can get free products. 3 customers who buy juice, you can get juice for free. 3 customers who buy Ageless, you can get Ageless for free. But we've got all kinds of other amazing products. And 3 or more customers who accumulate 500 or more in customer volume, we get a catalog of products to choose from our amazing skincare line, Glimpse, our personal care line, Junie, our weight management line, Faveo, our nutritional targeted supplement line, Precise. So many different things to choose from. They'll hand you a catalog, and you can just look through and go, oh, I want to try that. And if you get 1,000 or more in customer volume from all your customers combined, then it's anything in the catalog and hundreds of dollars worth of free products. So it's kind of exciting. They also reward customers and new distributors. By the way, distributors are nothing beats free. Customers are nothing beats free. Customers can also earn what's called ADP rewards. It's our automatic delivery program where if you commit to a pack of products that gets shipped to you every single month, you can actually get, after 3 months, they'll send you a $50 product voucher for anything you want. After another 3 months, a $100 voucher. After another 6 months, a total of a year, another $100 plus 2 event tickets that could be to a life-changing event for you, such as our national, regionals, conventions to our international convention. I'm just going to talk about a couple of bonuses, and I'm not going to go into any detail. I would recommend that if you're interested, you attend a compensation plan training so that you can understand all of the amazing, powerful bonuses that we have here and find out why XANGO's created more millionaires, 10 times the number than the closest competition. Customer Connect. Every customer that you sponsor, not only can you sponsor customers and actually qualify to earn free products, but as a distributor, you can actually get a 15% commission that's paid weekly. As soon as your customer places an order, next week you're getting a check in the mail for 15% of that volume. More customers you have, more checks, and you can actually earn commissions on all of your customers down through your 9-level organization. What does that mean? If you sponsor a distributor who sponsors a customer, that's your 2nd-level customer. If you sponsor a distributor who sponsors a distributor who sponsors a customer, that would be your 3rd level, and so on, down through 9 levels of customer pay. And all of those customers, could be thousands eventually, you get paid weekly every time they place an order. It's pretty exciting. We have a Power Start bonus. It's the first order of a distributor. So if you sponsor a new distributor, their very first order, you're going to get 25% on that. And you can make 15% on your distributor's new distributors. We have an amazing unilevel. We pay out 2% on level 1. That means all the people that you personally sponsor and place them on your front line. Whatever they order, you get 2% of that. And you also get 5% on all the distributors in your 9-level organization. 5% on level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is huge. You know, the average compensation plan pays out 6 levels, 7 levels. 8 is considered extremely good. There's very few of those, but very, very few 9-level unilevels. And those deeper pay plans out there pay 1% or 2. We pay 5%. So imagine that. If you leveraged yourself and you had 3 people on your front line and help them each get 3 of their own, that would be 9 people on your second level. It'd be 27 on your third. And get your calculators out. Do some math. At 9 level, it's thousands and thousands and thousands of people that you can actually earn on. 5%, very huge. That's why we pay out so much. Our unilevel, again, attend a compensation plan, but this chart just shows you our titles. Down from our first pin level, the 1K, which means they have 1,000 in volume. Our pin titles reflect the amount of group volume that you have, all the way to our 500K, which is our top income earning position, with at least 500,000 in volume. But if you look at this chart, it'll tell you the number of partners you need to find. 3 good partners will take you all the way to Premier. Premier is 50,000 in volume with 3 partners. 2 of them have at least 20,000 on their team. 1 has at least 5,000. You've got at least 2 different placement leagues. That Premier position is a 5-figure monthly income on average. All the way up to our 500K, which is just 5 business partners. 5 business partners, 3 different legs, and you can actually earn what the average 500K makes is over 6 figures a month. And again, that's just the average. You can make significantly more than that if you want to. It's all about how many partners that you choose to work with. We have a Drive Your Own Dream program where you can actually qualify to get what people call a car bonus, because most people buy a car with it. But you can buy anything you want, which is amazing, because XANGO doesn't tell you what kind of car to buy or what color, any of that. They just say, it's your dream. Here's the money to drive it. So a 5K with at least 10,000 in volume can qualify for that very first lifestyle bonus, which is $400, and it goes up to $800 depending on your rank. Rank advancement bonuses. See, these are all in addition to bonuses. Rank advancement, from the 20K position on, every time you hit a new rank, you can actually earn a rank advancement bonus, no matter how long it takes you to hit those ranks. If it took you 10 years to hit that 20K title, you'd get a $3,000 bonus. But we do have an accelerated program to help you develop a game plan, a track to run on, and do it within certain time frames. So if you do it in 6 months, that number goes up to $5,000. And so on. It goes all the way down to Premier, 100K, 200K, 500K. The 500K position, again, 5 partners, average income is 6 figures a month. So that's the residual side. But the rank advancement bonus side, if you did that in a 4-year time frame and you followed this whole track, there's a couple $100,000 in additional bonuses that you can earn while building that 6-figure monthly income. Now think about that. What else is a 4-year game plan? A college degree. Boy, if I had kids starting college today, I would start them with their college courses and their XANGO courses. And I would tell them to drink and share this Limitless with every college student because they all need it. And I would say that not only could they get free product, but by the time they graduate with that 4-year degree, they could be graduating also, having earned enough rank advancement bonuses to pay for the entire education so they graduate debt-free, and having already developed a 6-figure monthly income. You know, whatever your plan is in life, 4 years to leverage yourself to freedom. Pretty incredible. Our iBonus pools, this is every customer order in the world that goes into a pool. There's 3 different pools. They take 5% of all customer volume. They give 3% to 1Ks. 1K with 1,000 in volume. That's an entry-level position. They can share in 3% of all the customer orders in the world. 5Ks get a 1% pool. 20Ks get a 1% pool. And as you go on to become a Premier, our leadership pools, our global bonus pools are paid on every order in the company by distributors and customers. They take 3% and they put it aside in pools. And all of these pools, you can get bigger shares of the pools depending on your volume. The more I volume, the more the shares in the customer pool, the more bigger Premier you are, the more shares you get in the global bonus pool. You know, I dare anyone to compare our compensation plan, why we create more millionaires than the competition. It's not just we have multiple ways to make money, but we have an actual 50% payout. The average in the industry is 32%. Now, again, I recommend that you attend a compensation plan training to learn all the details of how this works. But a lot of companies pay up to 50% or as much as 50%, but the only way they would actually pay it is if every single distributor in the company was qualified at the very, very top position. But, of course, that doesn't happen. And so Most companies keep what's called breakage. That simply means if you have volume lower, in deeper levels than what you're qualified to earn on, you don't get paid on it. And so most companies keep it. But we're one of the very, very few that actually pays it to the field. See, if you're not qualified for a bonus, you've got volume on your 10th level, but you're not qualified to get it, the company's not going to keep that. They're going to pay it to someone upline from you who is. On the same note, if you're building a network and you're one step ahead, if you're a 5K, you're eligible for 5 levels of pay. If you've got a 1K underneath you, they're only eligible for 4. What if they have volume on their 5th, 6th, 7th level? The company will pay that breakage to you. It's just math. You know, there's a billion-dollar company out there that obviously has produced way more millionaires than us because they've been around 50, 60 years. They've had more time to do that. And yet that company, just when they release their public records, a publicly traded company, which shows all the sales and the revenues and where they spent the money, and here's their commissions to the field, was 17%. So let's just think about the average in the industry is 32. This billion-dollar publicly traded big giant company paid out 17%. XANGO pays out 50%. XANGO does $1 billion in sales in a year. It's going to be $500 million in commissions. If it was the average company, it'd be $320 million. If it was this billion-dollar publicly traded company, it would be $170 million. You see the difference? It's math. We get paid more money overall. Our distributors, every company's got a few guys at the top making lots and lots of money, but we have a massive amount of success. We have the middle class. A lot of companies don't have the middle class. We have the middle class. You will earn according to your efforts. A little effort, a little money, a lot of effort, a lot of money. It's completely up to you. So many things we could talk about our comp plan. I encourage you again to attend a comp plan training. But again, why XANGO? Because XANGO's a sure thing. We're not a gamble. There's companies come and companies go. The odds of picking a company like XANGO are few and far between, and we've got it, a sure thing. The opportunity to create a legacy income, a residual income that will last you for the rest of your life. You will never have to worry about starting over again. It's a business you can will to your children, your grandchildren. Don't gamble on your future. The timing has never been better than now. And all you need to do to be successful is find 3 A's. What's an A? See, everyone who attends this presentation is going to fall into one of 3 categories. A, I love it. I see it. Let's go change the world. B, I don't know. I need more information. I want to try the products. I want to attend the comp plan training. C, thanks, but no thanks. Not really interested. It doesn't matter if you start out as a B or a C, but eventually it's the A's. We're looking for 3 to 5 A's. The question the person who sent you to this presentation is, are you one? If so, let them know. I know the score, folks. You know, people who know the score, if you knew the score, you could change the world, right? Think about a professional sports team. If you knew the score ahead of time, you could place a bet and win lots of money, right? If you don't know the score, it can be kind of a scary experiencing. You go to the professional sport team live and you're watching the game. If your team is down by 20 with 2 minutes to go, that's when the stands are emptying. People are leaving and they're trying to get to their car, beat the traffic. Or if you record a game and you are watching it and you don't know the end of the score, it's the same emotional experience. There are ups and downs and anger and all kinds of stuff that happens as these different things are happening in a game. But if you knew the score, it's a whole different experience. You just sit back, you just watch it, and you love it. And folks, I want you to know I know the score. If you play the XANGO game, you will win. You will be a winner. And all you have to do is know that and trust that so you don't go through that emotional roller coaster during the game, because along the way, there's going to be times when you think it's over and you're quitting and wanting to give up on yourself. Just don't do it. I know the score, you win. There's never been a failure in XANGO, but sadly, there's been a lot of quitters. You know, my first couple of months, I shared the opportunity with about 50 friends, 10 or 20 or so joined me. Some as customers, some as distributors, some quit. But ultimately, I had 3 business partners that stayed consistent and worked with me, and I became a premier, earning a 5-figure monthly income. By the end of the year, I kept looking for people and sharing. I had 5 business partners working with me that eventually took me to 500K premier, and eventually over 1 million people all over the world, customers, distributors, hundreds of levels, thousands of levels deep eventually. I've got this massive legacy. By my third year, had earned $1 million. I was set for life. Now, the only thing I'm going to tell you about our business is that it doesn't matter if you go big or small or slow or fast. It just matters that you consistently share our products with other people. And if you just did 100 a month and you just shared the opportunity with other people and sponsored just one person a month who also did 100 a month, if everybody just did 100 and sponsored a new person who does 100, who sponsors a new person who does 100, everybody's just doing this for 12 months, you can build that 500K position. It takes time. Our first couple of checks, we might not break even, some of us, till the second, third, fourth, fifth month in. However, many people are breaking even their first week or second week if they focus on a Nothing Beats Free program, which we'll explain in the compensation plan training. But whatever kind of effort you make, big or small, as long as it's consistent, will add up to a serious lifelong residual income. Folks, get ready for XANGO Generation Next. We are here to mentor you, to work with you, to partner with you. More than 100 millionaires in the first 10 years alone. Get back to the person who invited you to this presentation. Ask him how you can become part of XANGO Generation Next. Now, following this presentation, we're going to go right into a comp plan training. But before we do that, Sandi, please share your experiences with this opportunity and what you want folks to know about the opportunity.
Thank you again, Colli, for your exquisite presentation as always. You know, just to recap, I'm going to assume there are people listening to this that are guests on the line or possibly brand new, maybe even what I refer to as virgins, meaning they've never done network marketing before. So, you know, when you talk to people in the profession, everybody tells you they've got the best company, the best comp plan, the best owners, the best products. The reality is numbers don't lie. And I always say if you want to predict the future, just look at the past. And it's amazing when I do three-ways, how many people that are already involved in a company have no clue about their founder's background, about understanding their compensation plan. And it's shocking that there are some companies I've recently really researched that require, ready for this, 9 leaders frontline to 11 leaders frontline to get to what would be equivalent to our 500K that we could actually do with 3 teams of people with this volume-based plan. Now, look at the past. XANGO has created every record in the profession. And they did it without a customer program. They did it without Nothing Beats Free. They did it without ADP rewards. But the key is the products and the science behind the products are so strong, and the founders have committed to an actuarial 50% payout, not up to or as much as. And as Colli shared with you, there's even public companies. And, of course, Mr. Google is my best friend. And you can research these public companies that will actually reveal their actuarial payout, even though they say we pay up to or as much as 59% or 62%. The actuarial payout is somewhere between 28 to 32% compared to our actuarial 50% payout. So every month, without exaggeration, about 200 companies in network marketing launch every single month. So if you were a gambling person and possibly lived in Vegas, what are your odds of that company succeeding? It's almost like getting hit by lightning on the same day, twice in the same place. Those are the odds. So if you're looking for a legacy income, which is so rare, and an income that will provide a royalty globally, not just in America or Canada, but we're talking about in 43 countries, you have just hit pay dirt. And, you know, it's interesting, Colli, in the comp plan training, you're going to go over dynamic compression, which most people have really no comprehension of. And when you understand that, yes, we are a 9-level unilevel, but as you build your team, you're going to have people on your 10th level, on your 20th level, and like Colli and I on our 200th plus level. In any other company, if you're not eligible for the income, let's say you're only eligible, you're just starting with maybe you've got 4 or 5 levels of income that you are eligible to earn. Everything below that you've created, all that hard work, breaks to the company. It's something that nobody ever talks about because they don't want you to understand what you're losing, and the company is actually counting on your failure to put money in their bank account. In XANGO, if you're not eligible yet to receive those levels, whether you're only eligible for 5 levels or 9 levels or 50 levels, every penny at the end of every month goes to the independent business owners. Nothing breaks to the company. This is so huge. I mean, I honestly don't know of anything that even comes close, and you tie that to a volume-based plan compared, I mean, think about it. Colli shared with you the first decade what XANGO created, the fastest growing company, and we did it with structure. As of June 1, we have no more structure. It's only team-based. You know, and I don't know about you, but, you know, there are times that I've sponsored somebody, sadly, who became a dud, who sponsored a dud, who sponsored a dud, who sponsored a dud. And somewhere on my 6th level or my 10th level, whatever, somebody went to work. In this new volume-based plan, it doesn't even matter if the people that you personally sponsored aren't doing anything or even ordering. It is beyond belief. And to put 5% on the 9th level, because if you understand geometric progression and you want to build a serious legacy income, the deeper you go, the bigger it gets. So when Colli talks about the compensation plan training, watch it. You don't have to be able to explain it in the beginning, but you have to understand the concept. And if you can copy and paste, you can appear and have the posture of a multi-million-dollar earner by forwarding our tools that we give you. So yes, XANGO is totally unique. And remember this, to get to 500K, which is a multi-million-dollar income, you don't have to have 9 or 11 or 13 frontline monsters as you do in other companies. And Colli shared the new pools. I mean, think about it. Pools for the entry-level people who become a 1K. What's a 1K? It's just $1,000 in volume and some customers. Now, the first 10 years, we didn't even have a customer program. And look what we've created. And I think what's amazing with over the 100 members of the $1 Million Club, 30% of them started out as customers. And they had such amazing results with the products that they were compelled to share them with others. So, you know, is timing right for you? I can tell you this. If you're coachable, if you're determined, if you're disciplined, we can almost guarantee your results. So, Colli, thank you again for everything that you do to make it so easy for people to build their teams. Thank you, dear.
Well, thank you, Sandi. And it is easy now. I can finally say it's easy. I've always thought it was easy compared to other things I've done in my life. I used to be a telephone installer. I climbed telephone poles. I would, in Phoenix, Arizona, when it would be 120, 125, 130 out, I'd have to climb into an attic with insulation. In the attic, it was 170, 180, and fish a wall. You don't have to do that anymore because the health hazards are crazy, but that was hard work. All I do is share products and an opportunity with people because I love it. I love our products. I love our opportunity. I simply share them, and I get paid to do it. And it's never been easier than before, or never been as easy as it is now with our bold compensation plan. So let's talk about money, the bold compensation plan of XANGO, creating more millionaires than ever before. With amazing bonuses that we have in our worldwide global compensation plan. It is a volume-driven plan. What does that mean? Volume versus structure. Structure would mean, for me to be a 20K, I have to have 3 people who hold the title 5K. The title 5K would be somebody who has 3 people they sponsor that hold the title 1K, that one, and so on. So it's a structure. So I'd have to have people who have certain volumes and certain legs. By the way, nothing wrong with structure. See, any new person getting started is going to build structure because you're starting off and you're going to be sharing this opportunity with people. And as people come in, they want to be successful. You want to help them be successful. So you will be sponsoring people who will hit 1K and then 5K and then 20K. But see, the really great thing about a volume-driven plan is eventually someday the majority of people in life, 65% of people will move on from their current career, profession, company, whatever they're doing today. Within 3 to 5 years, they'll be doing something else. That's the society we live in. We just get tired, we get bored, we move on. We want to start something new. They call it the mother syndrome, when a mother has this new baby and everything in her life is devoted to that baby, and you get the baby, the toddler, about preschool time. It's like the mom starts getting a little bored and thinking about, hey, maybe I want to have another baby. Well, the really wonderful thing about this volume-driven plan is if some of our babies move on, they still have volume. If I have a leader who comes in and brings in 20, 30, 40, 50,000, 100,000 in volume on their team, and in 3 to 5 years they decide they want to start a new business or do something different, it's okay because 80% of all people who ever come into our company, whether they came in for the product or the opportunity, stay loyal to our products because they are truly life-changing products that they will never quit using. So if I have somebody who brings in 100,000 in volume, in 3 to 5 years they decide they want to do something else, and then maybe they don't keep their structure, but all those happy customers are still there. There's still all that volume, and I'm still qualified. All I'm doing is building teams and helping them create volume. That volume can be created with customers. I could sponsor a health club or a gym that just sells our Pro line to their customers. They might not ever even sponsor anyone, but they buy the products and they sell them at retail to their clients, and that's still volume for me. That's still somebody I sponsored who has volume every single month. So it doesn't matter. It's really amazing. These lifestyle bonuses, like a car bonus, starting with developing a team with just 10,000 in volume and going up from there, are 9-level unilevel. 9-level unilevel. Just compare to some of the other stuff out there. 6 levels, 7 levels, average. 8, pretty darn good. 9, almost unheard of. But those companies that pay out on deeper levels, usually it's 1% or 2. 5%. We have our 2% on the first level, which is the right one because that's my own efforts. The people I sponsor and then I place on my front line which might be 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 people, 20 people maybe years down the road. But as those people bring in their own teams of 3 to 5 who are bringing in their own teams, down on that 9th level could be 20,000 people, 5%, pretty amazing. Our rank advancement bonuses starting at the 20K position, our accelerated rank advancement bonus if you do it in certain time frames, allowing people to get on a 4-year game plan if they want to go to the top, or a 2-year game plan, or a 1-year game plan, depending on what level they want to hit. Those global bonus pools, the ability to share in all the volume in the world, our customer global bonus pool and our leadership bonus pool. And nothing beats free where distributors and customers can actually qualify and earn free products just for recommending our products to other people. We have trips and incentives, contests all the time, many ways to make money, but our dynamic compression gives us what's called, it's like an infinity bonus. If you've ever looked at a company, they say, oh, we have an infinity bonus. Companies that have infinity bonuses generally are only paid to the top leaders. In our company, for example, a premier or above. But this dynamic compression, because it's about you being a higher title than a person below you, gives you the ability to earn the equivalent of an infinity bonus from 1Ks and up. Every level, if you're one rank ahead of somebody on your team, you're earning dynamic compression to infinity on their team. 50-50 partners in the company because of this 50% actuarial payout. That makes us partners and not competitors. This is key. See, most companies have an up to or as much as the potential of earning whatever. They're counting on your failure. They're counting on that 32%. And so if too many people in their company start qualifying for that 40, 50% of the pay, and that number goes up, and all of a sudden they're actually paying 33 or 34 or 35, it affects their bottom dollar. And they start finding ways to make that money up. The most common way is to change the compensation plan. You know, XANGO, after 11 and a half years, they never touched their comp plan. And the only time they did it after 11 and a half years was at the request, almost the demand, of XANGO Nation worldwide, because they launched a brand new division called Zalo with the volume-driven plan. People loved that volume-driven plan so much that they started focusing all their efforts just on our Zalo division. And, of course, our entire product catalog are amazing, life-changing products. So they aligned them. They brought the Zalo division and all of the divisions in XANGO into one plan, giving us that volume-driven plan. The first and only compensation plan change that was changed to make it better and easier and more powerful for us. See, other companies will change their comp plan to make it harder, so that what you were once qualified for, you're no longer qualified for, so that that number, as they're paying out 33, 34, 35%, goes back down to like 22, 23, and people have to rebuild and start over again, and it can cause some disgruntled distributors. We don't play those games. We're partners with our company. How we split up our 50% is up to us. They don't make any more or any less, whether we're successful or not. Completely up to us. Very exciting. So let's just talk about the journey of a distributor. Let's say you start off as a customer first. I start most people off as a customer simply because most people, when I sponsor a new person, says to me, I want to try the products first and see if they work. I could never sell anything I don't believe in, so I'm going to try them first. Well, if you want to kick the tires and try them first, great, be a customer. Be a customer. And if you're a customer, I'm going to help you, if you say you want to build the business, qualify for free products. I'm going to help you share the products with other people that you know. And if you get 3 or more customers who buy a case of juice, you can get a case of juice for free every month. If you get 3 or more customers who buy a box of Ageless, you can get a box of Ageless free every month. We have a lot of products to choose from, so we also have the way for you to qualify for any product based on sharing any product. So 3 or more customers who do $500 a month or more with customer volume qualifies us for a lot of products in the catalog, a variety, skincare, personal care, weight loss, a lot of different products. to maximize the free products. It's 1,000 or more in customer volume, and then that maximizes those free products. And so I get a whole catalog, a couple $100 worth of products. Now, I usually start new people off as a customer, and if they can do this, I know they can build the business. And so from there, I'm going to take them to the next step. But there's more rewards for our customers. In the first year, this is brand new distributors, brand new customers in the first year. Our customer loyalty program, I call it ADP Rewards, Automatic Delivery Program. You commit to that. After 3 months of getting your products every single month, they'll send you a $50 product voucher. 3 more months go by, a $100 product voucher. And after a year, another $100 product voucher plus 2 event tickets to the next big event, which could be a life-changing event for you. And we even have an ADP booster program for people who had customers that maybe their credit cards expired or something and they're no longer receiving their monthly program. If they haven't ordered since 2013, you simply call them and tell them they get a $25 reward just for placing a new order. And then if they go on ADP and it hits next month, they get another $25. And then $50 if they hit again. And then they get put into the ADP rewards. It's very exciting. We really have tremendous loyalty with our customers, and we reward our customers. Those rank advancement bonuses, this is a 4-year game plan to hit the 500K premier position, if that's what you want. If you want to go for the top, if you want to shoot for the top, we have a 4-year game plan where you can earn a couple $100,000 in additional bonuses for hitting the various ranks, if you do it within a certain time frame. If you do 20K in 6 months and premier in 1 year, and 100K in 2 years, 200K in 3 years, 500K in 4. But what if it takes you longer? You know, whether you're the tortoise or the hare, it doesn't matter. If it takes you 10 years to get to 20K, you still get a rank advancement bonus. No matter how long it takes you, there are rank advancement bonuses. But if you do it within a certain time frames, they're significantly higher. So tremendous bonuses. At 20K, 3,000, 5 if you do it within 6 months. At Premier, the dream trip for 2, $3,000 cash to spend on that trip if you do it within a year. $10,000 in 100K. But if you do it within 2 years, it's more than double. It's $25,000. 200K, it's $25,000. Or if you do it within 3 years, it's $50,000. 500K, $50,000 if it took you 20 years to do it. There's no time limit on that. But if you do it in 4 years, it's $100,000. Pretty amazing. We have incentive trips always. The next trip is called Zalo 1, and it takes place December 7th through 14th on the open seas in an amazing cruise ship where qualified people will get a balcony suite and first-class accommodations, flights there and back, a night in a hotel room, just an amazing experience, the trips that XANGO does. So let's just look at how does it work. You are going to build a team. This is a volume-based team-building plan. You're going to sponsor people. Some you're going to place on your front line. Some you might place under other distributors. So what does that mean? When you bring a new distributor in, you can personally sponsor them, and they'll meet your personally sponsored qualifications. We need 3 to 5 personally sponsored people that hit various volume levels in order to help us promote. We also have what's called a placement requirement, which many people, most people, when they're new, will sponsor everyone and place them on their front line. But eventually, as we're building and we're trying to get to these volumes, and there's a lot of people that have different plans, team-building plans. There's some leaders and some organizations that tell everybody to build 5 legs, and then everybody else you sponsor, put underneath one of those 5. And of course, I say, only if they're sponsoring themselves, match energy with energy. If somebody's not sponsoring other people, don't do that. But whatever the strategy is, it doesn't matter, because you can sponsor a new person and place them underneath one of your existing distributors. And it counts as a new sponsored leg for you, but in one of your existing placement legs. There's some teams that are building 3. 3 is the most common that I've seen in all the leaders, that they say sponsor 3 people front line and then put everyone else under them. So I might sponsor 5, 10, 15, 20 people, but I may place them underneath one of those existing 3. So I'm building 3 different placement legs but I might have 10 or 20 sponsored legs. So this is kind of exciting because if we all did that, then you might get members placed on your team. And so all we're going to look at as we go through these qualifications is we have to worry about our own personal volume, 100 to 300 to maximize everything. Our personal group volume, that's all the volume on our team, including all of our customers and even including our own personal order, all of our distributors and all of their customers and distributors down infinite levels. And then the legs that we've sponsored, we have to look at their group volume. And the legs that are placed underneath of us, we look at that volume. So we're going to go through and look at all those for a moment, but let's talk about a couple of the bonuses. The Power Start bonus is what we get paid on the first order of a brand new distributor. If I was to sponsor you brand new today as a distributor in the company, whatever your first order is, I'm going to get a 25% bonus and I'm going to get paid next week. And all I have to do to qualify for that is $100 a month. Now I could also earn a second level Power Start, or in other words, all of my distributors, when they sponsor a new distributor, they get that first level, 25%. I could get 15%, again, paid weekly, as long as I'm on 200 ADP. Our Customer Connect program, I get 15% on all of my customers, personally sponsored customers. I just need to do 100 a month to get that. But if I'm on 200 a month, I can also get paid on all the customers down through 5 levels. So I can get 3% on all the customers on my second, third, fourth, fifth level. And if I'm on 300 a month, I can actually get paid all the way down to 9 levels, or 2% more on all the customers in level 6 through 9. And that's the most, by the way, to maximize all of this. So if you were to sponsor a new customer, and you'd be earning 15% every time they placed an order, this is an ongoing weekly pay. All the customers, down through 9 levels, you get paid weekly, which many people are earning a few hundred or even a few $1,000s a week extra in addition to their monthly residual income. So this is powerful because when you have a customer, let's say you help them get their 3 people, now they want to upgrade to a distributor, then you get 25% on that first order because it's the first distributor order. And then we go into our unilevel compensation plan. Now, I'm going to talk about all the qualifications for this unilevel comp plan because this is a training, and so I want you to understand what it would take to hit these different positions. So first of all, we have one requirement, and that's our personal ADP, our automatic delivery. And you'll notice that it's only 100 to be paid as a rep or a preferred rep or a 1K or a 5K. Starting at the 20K position up to the 500K, it's 200 a month personal. Our group volume, this is how much group volume that we have to have, all the volume on our team. That's you, your orders, your customers, your distributors, and all of the distributors and customers in your entire organization, infinite levels deep. Now we also have to look at 2 other requirements. One is personally sponsored legs. These are the legs that you've personally sponsored, and we're going to look at what their total volume is, and then our placement legs. And again, from a lot of us, our placement and sponsored legs are going to be the same, because if I'm building 3 legs, then maybe all 3 of those are my legs that are my sponsored and my placement legs. But again, if I'm in a team building program, I could personally sponsor a new distributor and place them underneath one of my existing distributors. So that would count as an existing placement leg. That would not be a new placement leg for me if I put them underneath an existing distributor. So that's going to be an existing placement leg. But it would count as a new personally sponsored leg for me. Now, what if I'm team building and somebody in my upline sponsors somebody and places them underneath me? Then I would have a new placement leg. I would have a leg to count as one of my placement legs, but they would not be one of my sponsored legs because they were my upline's sponsor. So you could have somebody who's both your sponsored and placement leg, or you could have a distributor that counts as one of your sponsored legs, but not placement because you placed them downline. Or you could have a distributor that counts as one of your placement legs, but not sponsor if it's somebody upline from you that sponsored them. So easy. In our back office, we have a little report called the downline report. And you can simply look at that and look at, there's a sponsor tree. You can look at it by sponsor tree or placement tree. And I just put one level, and I look at my sponsor tree. These are all the people I sponsored, and I can see their volume. Boom, boom, boom. This one's got 1,000. This one's got 3,000. This one's got 8,000, etc. And then I change it to placement. These are the different legs that are placed frontline to me, and I look at that volume. And so I'm going to look. Now, we have a 9-level unilevel, and here's how it pays. 2% on level 1, and 5% on levels 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, I can get 3 levels as a preferred rep. That's simply a distributor who's on ADP doing 100 a month. I get paid 4 levels of pay if I hit 1K. I get 5 levels if I'm a 5K. I get paid down 7 levels as a 20K. And premiers and above get the full 9 levels of the compensation plan. And the higher the premier you are, the bigger shares of global bonus pools you'll get. But let's look at what it takes to hit these titles. So 1K, or titles mean how much group volume you have, has 1,000 in volume. A 5K has 5,000 in group volume. A 500K has 500,000 in group volume, and so on. Now we're going to look at the sponsored requirements and the placement. A 1K has to personally sponsor at least 3 people who do 100 a month in volume. Now it could be, and most people are doing at least 100 a month, so it could be 3 people with a 100-point order personally. But it could be that you've got a person who just buys 1 box of Limitless a month, which is just 25 points. But maybe they've referred 3 other people who buy a box of Limitless a month, and so that's a total of 100 coming from 4 different people. They could all be customers. It could be a customer who's referred other customers. But it's just that you sponsor, customer or distributor, doesn't matter. On all of these requirements, customers or distributors, but if you sponsor 3 people who have at least 100 in group volume, could be personal volume, might not be, they might not even have an order. It could be somebody under them ordering. So it's all about the group volume. 3 people that you sponsored that have 100 in group volume, doesn't matter about placement legs. Obviously, you're going to have at least 1, and you get to be the 1K. Now, a 5K has 5,000 in total group volume themselves, and they have 3 people that they've personally sponsored that have at least 1,000 in total group volume themselves. It doesn't matter how many legs they have or anything. It just matters that you've sponsored 3 people that have at least 1,000 in volume. And you've got 2 different placement legs that have at least 1,000 in volume. Could be 2 of the 3. Might not be. It might be all 3 of yours are in 1 leg and you've got a leg placed underneath you. Doesn't matter. It could be a customer with 1 order of 1,000 points. Or it could be a distributor with customers and or distributors under them. Doesn't matter. It's all about volume. 20K. A 20K has 20,000 in group volume. 3 people they've personally sponsored that has at least 5,000 in total group volume. And they have at least 2 different placement legs that have at least 5,000 in volume. The premier, this is getting that full 9 levels. I have 50,000 in total group volume. And 3 different legs that I personally sponsored. 2 of them have at least 20,000 in volume, and 1 has at least 5,000 in volume. And I have at least 2 different legs placed underneath me that have at least 20,000 in volume. 100K, I have 4 teams I'm working with now. 4 people I've personally sponsored. 3 of them have at least 20,000 in volume, and the 4th can have just 5,000 in volume. And I need 3 different placement legs. 2 of them has at least 20,000 in volume, and 1 with at least 5. 200K, I have 200,000 in group volume. 4 people, 4 partners I'm working with. 3 of them have at least 50,000 in volume, and 1 has at least 20. I have 3 different placement legs, 2 of them with at least 50,000 in volume, and 1 with at least 20,000. And the 500K position, 5 partners. 3 of them are different placement legs. So 5 partners, 1 has at least 200,000 in volume, 2 has at least 100,000, and 2 has at least 50,000. In my placement legs, 1 of them has at least 200,000, one of them has at least 100,000, and one of them has at least 50,000. And that's it. Now I'm at the top of the compensation plan. Now let's look at some of the other bonuses. We have that Drive Your Own Dream bonus for a 5K with at least 10,000 in volume and no more than 50% from any one leg. So as a 5K, of course 5Ks have to have at least 2 placement legs anyway, but you can count up to 5,000 of that volume from one single leg, and the rest of it can come from wherever. You get a $400 Drive Your Own Dream bonus. If you're a qualified premier, no more than 50% of your volume from one leg, it's $600. If you're qualified 200K, that goes up to $800. Again, this is in addition to the unilevel. Rank advancement bonuses. Now again, it's always about rewarding us for hitting the next level, hitting the next level, hitting the next level. So starting at 20K, $3,000 when we hit 20K. Do it in 6 months, it's $5,000. Premier, trip for 2. An amazing first-class 5-star trip for 2. Plus $3,000 cash if we do it in a year. 100K, $10,000. $25,000 if we do it in 2 years. 200K, $25,000. $50,000 if within 3 years. 500K, $50,000. $100,000 if we do it within 4 years. So this is about developing a 4-year game plan that could change your life forever and allow you to build a legacy. Now, some people are only going to want to go as high as 20K. That's significant residual income. Some will want to hit Premier, 100K, but there'll be people that want to go to the very, very top. And to give us a track to run on that rewards us with a couple $100,000 in additional bonuses while we're building an income where the average income of a 500K is 6 figures a month, definitely worth something, sacrificing 4 years of your life for. Those iBonus pools. Now, qualify for iBonus pools. Also, the Drive Your Own Dream. A lot of these extra bonuses require that you're on at least 200 ADP. But if you're a 1K with at least 200 ADP and you have 1,000 in I volume, you can qualify to earn a share of a 3% global bonus pool. Now, what is I volume? I volume is all of your personal volume plus all the volume of all of your personally sponsored customers and your customers' customers. All of your customer volume, including your customers' referrals, if they're focusing on Nothing Beats Free, and so they're referring 3 or more other customers, all of that counts. And if that's ADP volume, it counts as triple the shares. So the more I volume you have, the more of that pool that you're going to get. If I have exactly 1,000 I volume, and it could be that I have my 200-point order, and I have 4 customers that have a 200-point order. Or it could be 8 customers with a 100-point order. Or it could be 1 customer who referred 3 other customers that all have a 100-point order plus the other volume from other customers. Doesn't matter. 1,000 total in my volume, your customer's volume, and your customer's customers all added up. So 1,000 is the minimum that lets you play and lets you get a share of this pool. The more you have, the bigger the share. If it's on ADP, it's triple the share. It's like having 3,000 in volume as far as your share of the pool goes. And it's 3%. This is a big raise. It used to be 1%. They've raised it to give 1Ks. The idea is to help you when you first get started, hit that first position. And the first thing we want to do is cover the cost of your products. Then we want to make a little bit of money and get you profitable. And then again, we want to get you to 1,000, 1,000 to 2. And we do it by helping you and rewarding so much of that first position, 1K. And then, of course, we climb to the 5K, we get a whole separate pool. And all we have to do as a 5K is have at least 2,500 in I volume. And we get to share in a 1% pool just with the 5Ks that have at least 2,500 in I volume. And there's a 20K pool. 20K pools, again, it's a 1% pool. And you just have to have 2,500 in I volume to get a share of that pool. So what's next? We hit Premier. Premiers and above get to share in the global bonus pool that's from all volume in the company worldwide by customers and distributors. And they take 3% and they set it aside for premiers and above. Now, just like the I volume pools, the more volume you have, the bigger the share. So what they do is premiers get to count all of the volume from all the distributors and all of the customers within their first 3 levels towards their share of the pool. 100Ks get to count all the volume within 6 levels, and there's way more volume in a 6-level organization than there is in a 3. 200Ks get to count all the volume in their first 9 levels. This could be $1 million worth of volume, and that's their number to calculate towards their share of the pool. It's all pro rata based on everyone gets their qualifying shares based on their volume. And then 500Ks have a whole pool all of their own. They share based on their 9 levels of volume in the regular premier pool, but then there's a whole separate pool where they take 2% of all the volume from new distributor orders or Power Start orders. They take 2% and put it into a pool just for the 500Ks. Now, we're in a little special promotion right now. It's called the Summer of Zalo. During the Summer of Zalo, which is June, July, and August, existing distributors in XANGO can maintain their current rank just by meeting the sponsored leg requirement and not the placement. What is your rank? You know, we had the 2 divisions before. So we had a Zalo division where some people came in for Zalo, they were hitting Zalo ranks, and they might be a Zalo 5K. But they might have had a lower title in XANGO. Or people that have been in XANGO for a longer had a higher XANGO rank than Zalo. Again, we're all combined. If you came in from that past and you have any confusion, your rank is the highest rank you've ever attained. Whether it's Zalo or XANGO, whatever your highest is, that's your rank. So now, to maintain that rank and to continue to get paid at that rank, during the Summer of Zalo, you don't have to meet the placement leg requirement. That's kind of fun. Let's look at the pay plan qualifications a different way and just kind of look at what the perks are. So this is just kind of an overview chart to show you what you have to do for each of these qualifications, your personal volume, your personal group volume, that team group volume, both your sponsored and your placement legs, and the incomes, the average incomes. And I'm highlighting 3 positions here because these 3 positions, generally people fall into one of these 3 categories. Many people just want to earn 4 figures a month. There's a lot of young kids, and I'm going to say kids only because I have 4 children, all between the ages of 20 and 30. So if you're between 20 and 30, I call you a kid because you're the same age as one of my kids, and I've always called all of their friends kids. So that's why I use that term. Obviously, they're young adults. Most young adults, especially the younger, 18, 19, 20, 21, are out there working. And by the time they pay their taxes and the cost of gas getting to and from work and all that, $1,000 a month is what a lot of them are taking home. So this can be a life-changing income for those young adults to get them to be able to fire their boss and all of a sudden be able to put more time and more energy into building their future, to building a legacy. 4 figures can be life-changing. It can bring a second income owner home, the mom or the dad, to be home with children. So this is actually can be a life-changing position for many people depending on your current financial situation. But 5 figures a month, people really think about that as that's a huge goal and that's life-changing. When I first saw this industry, 5 figures a month, I just thought that would be more money in the whole world. See, I was a single parent for years living on a police dispatcher income, and I was making about $3,000 a month. And I thought that was really good. I mean, that's really high income considering I have no college degree, no professional skills. I was a police dispatcher because I could get that with a high school education. So $3,000 a month. By the time they got done with taxes and all of that stuff, I was maybe got to take home and put into my bank account after paying my expenses to even have the job and gas back and forth and maintenance on my car, maybe a couple $1,000s. So for me, 5 figures, that was my first big dream, my first big goal. 5 figures will let you live in a better neighborhood so that your children can attend better schools. It'll let you buy a new car So you don't have to worry if you're driving a clunker that you don't know if it's going to break down tomorrow and you're not even going to be able to afford to pay the maintenance on your car. 5 figures lets you just go to the grocery store and buy food, not worry about coupons or sell prices. It'll let you just go to the gas pump and get gas without looking at the prices and driving around. I mean, 5 figures is life-changing. Everyone knows that. But once you get there, once you get comfortable with that, all of a sudden you realize, wow, there's other positions. See, the 100K makes even more. The 200K makes even more. And then there's this lofty goal of 6 figures. Wow, wouldn't that be something? Boy, wouldn't that be something? Well, you know what? The great thing is when you understand what the potential is, you can decide what you want to do. 6 figures a month is not even twice the work of a premier, which is 5 figures a month. It's 10 times the income and not even double the work. And in the last column, the bonuses and rewards, these extra perks and stuff at these levels. So $500K with $10,000 in volume, that drive your own dream bonus. $20K rank advancement bonuses start. Premier rank advancement bonuses and a higher rank or lifestyle bonus. 100K another rank advancement. 200K another rank advancement bonus plus a higher lifestyle bonus. And 500K. What does it take? What does it take to hit these different ranks? So this chart is some information that was pulled in October of 2009. Now I want to point out this was prior to our customer program. Now the reason I say that is because these numbers are going to reflect the total number of people, but with the 80-20 rule, 80% of these people were customers. So I'm giving you that number that was sponsored then, but with the 80-20 rule, significantly less. So 1K, the average 1K in October of 2009 had sponsored 15 people, but of that 15, 80% were customers. So we're really talking about 3 business partners. The average 1K had an average 3-level volume of 1,800 plus, 6 levels, 3,900, 9 levels, 4,600. And the average 1K earned that month $260. The average 5K that month, 763. Again, 28 total sponsored, but really 80-20 rule, we're talking about 5 to 6. A 20K, average income over 3,000, a premier over 10, a 100K over 18,000, a 200K over 41,000, and a 500K was over 100,000. Now let's just look at the 500K. 110 people. 110 people, 80% of them were customers. So we're not talking about that many. We're talking 22 probably that said, I want to build a business. Now we have to apply the 80-20 rule again, because 80% of people who want to build the business just want to get to 1K, 5K, cover the cost of their products, maybe get to that 4-figure income where they can enjoy tax benefits, which makes it worth a lot more than that, but they can bring one of the parents home to take care of children. So of that 22, 5 business partners that were serious and wanted to build legacy income. That's what we're looking on. That'll just give you an idea and help you understand what does it take to hit those ranks so that you can establish your own goals first and game plan second. Let's look at some building strategies, 3 wide, 5 wide. Just to understand, this is what the chart looks like. In red, if you sponsor 3 people and help them sponsor 3 and help them sponsor 3, and so on, versus if you sponsored 5, who sponsored 5, who sponsored 5. Now, like I said, most of the leaders in this company, they do 3. But eventually, after they get those 3 going, then they'll do a 4th with the ultimate goal of someday having a 5th. And ultimately, this is the rest of our lives, so we can eventually have a 6th and a 7th and an 8th and so on. But let's just look at some numbers so that we can understand business duplication models so you can understand how that income is earned. If I had 3 people I sponsored on my first level and I duplicated that, then those 3 would get their own 3, so I'd have 9 people on my second. And if they all got 3, I'd have 27 on my third. Now this chart is showing the difference between a 3x3 and a 5x5, but only through 5 levels. All right, so if you built a 3x3 business and everyone is doing $100 a month, you'd have $1,806 commission coming just from those distributors. And again, we have all the in addition to bonuses to add on to it, but this is the residual side on the monthly unit level, just in 5 levels. If I was building 5 people, helping them get 5 and helping them get 5 and so on, it's over $19,000 in that 5 levels. It's like, wow, that's a big difference. But you know what? We have a 9-level unilevel, and the reason why a lot of people start with 3 is obviously 3 is going to be easier to do than 4, and 4 easier to do than 5. So start with 3 because look what happens over 9 levels. Building that 3 by 3 by 3, it's over $147,000 just on your unilevel bonus, just on the people within those 9 levels, just on everybody doing 100 a month. Now, a lot of people are doing 200, 300 because you get more bonuses. And, of course, in addition to this, you're going to be hitting the higher pay levels. You're going to be qualifying for rank advancement bonuses and lifestyle bonuses, and you're going to be qualifying for shares of global bonus pools and all of that. But this is just the residual. 9 levels. This is why 9 is so powerful. Look at that 9th level alone. That 9th level alone was $98,000 of your 147. That's huge. Folks, our 5% on level 9 is huge. Our 5% on level 8 is huge. Right there, you're looking at $140,000 of your 147 coming from those couple of levels alone. Power of 1. There's a lot of money to be made, and you've got the rest of your life to figure out how to do it. We've got all the tools and all the training to help you figure that out. But just so that you understand that any kind of effort, it has to be consistent. The power of 1 is about everybody doing 100 a month and sponsoring just one person a month who does 100 a month, who sponsors one person a month who does 100 a month, and we're all just in for 12 months. 12 months. So our only commitment is 100 a month for 12 months. That's 1,200 in volume. I'm going to sponsor one person a month. You know, if I go out talk to everyone I know and then eventually run out of people that I know, so now I start talking to people I run into at the grocery store, the supermarket, or the bank, or whatever. I make a list and call people from the past or whatever it is. If I just have to sponsor one person a month who gets this, who sees it, who commits to the 12-month plan, commits to a total of 1,200 in volume over 12 months, this is a no-brainer. But if you do that, at the end of the first month, you'd have one person on your team. You'd get paid on $100 in volume. But now the next month, your one gets one and you get one more, you've got 300 in volume. The next month, you got 700. The next month, you're 7, they get one, you get one more, you got 15 people, 1,500, you're finally a 1K. The next month, 3,100. Finally, month 6, you're a 5K. Month 7, you're a 5K lifestyle bonus qualified. Month 8, 20K. 9th month, premier. 10th, 100K. 11th, 200K. 12th, you're a 500K. Your volume would be significantly higher than that because along the way, as people are qualifying and hitting higher ranks and making more money, they're upping from the 100 to 2 or 2 to 3. So it's way over the numbers that are stated here. The point is, you can still build a legacy income, even with a little bit of work, as long as you're committed to getting your one and helping your people get their one as well. It's all about using and sharing our products consistently. And now I'm going to talk to you about this dynamic compression feature that we keep hearing about, our X factor, our reason why we've created more millionaires than the closest competition by far. 10 times the number of millionaires in 10 years with the same kind of volume. You look at the competition, 10 times the number. Why? They've all got top income earners. Everyone's got the guys at the top, but very few companies, nobody can even come close to what XANGO has, the number of people making the money. It happens because XANGO pays out 50%. Not up to or as much as, or maybe if you whatever, they're going to pay 50% out. We're going to divide that money according to our own ranks and qualifications. So if I'm a premier, I'm going to get the full 9 levels, and I'm going to get more money than if I was a 1K only getting paid on 4 levels of volume. It's simple math. But the great thing about it is whatever you're not qualified to get, you're just giving that money to someone in your upline until you're qualified to earn it. But you're not giving it to the company. And your downline, as they're climbing and working and you're helping them and you're a rank ahead of them, you're earning on the bonuses that they're not qualified to earn yet. It's incredible. So this chart, we're just going to look in an order. And we're going to follow it up and see who gets paid on it. So Ben is a new distributor. And Ben's going to place an order, 200 points. And so we're going to look at who gets paid. So we're going to follow this order up. This is how the computer looks and how the computer pays out. So the first thing the computer is going to do is they have to pay out the level 1 bonus, which is 2%. And they're going to pay that to a preferred rep or above, because a preferred rep can actually qualify to earn on 2 levels. A preferred rep is simply a person who placed a $100 order, not even on ADP. If you're on ADP, I'm sorry, that's a rep. A rep is 2 levels of pay. A preferred rep is the person who placed a $100 order, but they're on ADP, and they get 3 levels. The 1K gets 4, and so on. So we're going to look at this order. Ben, level 1 gets paid to the first person upline from Ben who's a representative or has a 100-point order, and that's Adam, and he gets 2% level 1 bonus. Now we got to pay out level 2. That goes to a rep or above. Sarah's a preferred rep, so she's qualified. She gets it. Level 3 goes to a preferred rep or above. Gary is just a rep, so he's not qualified for a 3rd level bonus, so he doesn't get it. But the company doesn't keep it. They keep going. Upline. Who's the first person upline who is eligible for that 3rd level? Well, it's Bob. Bob's a 1K. 1Ks can actually get paid up to 4, so he's eligible for that 3rd level bonus. But now we got to pay out level 4. Level 4 goes to the next person upline from Bob who's a 1K or above. So we look at Sally, but she's only preferred rep, so she's not eligible yet. So we skip Sally. The next person upline from Sally is Joe, and he is a 1K, so he gets paid on level 4. Level 5 goes to the first person above Joe who's a 5K or above. That's Kathy. Level 6 goes to the first person above Kathy who's a 20K or above. So Carol is not qualified, so it skips her, and it goes to Peter. He's a premier, so he is eligible for that 6th level. Now we need the next person upline who's a 20K or above to pay level 7 to, and that's Mike. We pay 8 to the next person above Mike who's a premier above. That's Sue. And then finally level 9, the next person above Sue who's a qualified premier above, and that's Tom. And that's how Ben's order was paid. And then, of course, there's more of his order that's getting paid out because we've got all the customer pools and all the other bonuses and stuff. But this is how the monthly unilevel was paid out on Ben. Now, using that, let's look at what this really means. This is an example of a 22-level organization. This chart shows what every single person was paid on every single order. So let's say all 22 of these people are active and have placed 100-point or above orders. It doesn't even matter what they are actually for payout. So we're going to go all the way to the bottom of this heap and look at Ann and look at Ann's order. Ann is a representative. She places an order. So here's Ann on level 22, and they're going to pay level 1 to a representative or above. That's Mary. She gets the 2%. Level 2 goes to a representative also, which is Dan. He gets paid. Level 3 to a preferred rep or above. John is not qualified, skips him, and finds Hal. Hal is a preferred rep. He gets paid level 3. Level 4 goes to a 1K or above, so it skips Corey and Sal, and it finds Ron. Level 5 goes to a 5K or above, so it's skipping Rick and Fran and Lynn and Beth and Mick and Don, and finds Liz up here, qualified 5K, so she gets paid level 5. Level 6 is going to go to a 20K or above, so it skips Carl and Skip and Hugh and Jerry, and it finds Jim, who's a 20K. Level 7, going to a premier above, it finds, level 7 goes to the next 20K or above. It finds Rob. He's actually a premier, but he's the next person upline eligible, who's a 20K or higher, so he gets paid level 7. Then we've got to pay level 8 to a premier above Rob, which is Jen, and then we've got to pay level 9, which is going to go to Jen's first upline premier, whoever that is and wherever they are. They could be 10 more levels up, but it's going to find another premier upline, and then it's going to pay level 9 there. And we can follow Mary's order up and Dan's order and John's and Hal's and so on. So if you just follow it all the way over, you'll see on every order and look up and see where the bonuses are getting paid. So now let's look at this. This is the chart that's getting paid on what you're getting paid on your downline. This is why I say it's like an infinity bonus, because our compensation plan really, when we say a 1K gets 4 levels, the actual fact is a 1K gets a minimum of 4 levels, But you'll see in this example of Ron, he's got paid on 1, 2, 3, 4, level 4 bonus. And he got that level 4 bonus to infinity because he got it on Dan and Mary and Ann also, because he was the first person above them who was a 1K or above, the first person eligible. So really, our preferred rep, Hal, got a 4th level. It got the level 3 bonus on a person on his 4th level because there wasn't another preferred rep. He was the first one in that upline. So you can get paid the equivalent of a dynamic compression starting at the preferred rep. The 1K, you can see here, they actually got paid on 7 levels. Liz is eligible as a 5K to get paid on at least 5 levels, but she really got paid on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 levels deep. Jim as a 20K got level 6 to infinity. Rob as a premier, he got level 7 to infinity. Jen as a premier got level 8 to infinity, and somewhere above Jen, there's another premier who got paid level 9 to infinity. This is our X factor, folks. This is why we have produced so many millionaires, because if you understand this and you continue to build your business and you help your people, but you continue to promote and advance through this compensation plan, the only way for you to lose dynamic compression is if every single person on your first level was a premier, and every single person on your second level was a premier, and every single person on your third level was a 20K or higher, and every single person on your 4th level was a 20K or higher. And if that's the case, you have got massive volume in those 9 levels to get paid on. It's our X factor. Again, we dare to compare. Dare to compare our multiple income stream opportunity with our weekly and our monthly and our customers and distributors and multiple brands and bonus pools. So many ways to make money. Our actual 50%, our X factor, it's math. The average industry is 32%. Let's say we did $100 million this month in sales. That means XANGO would have paid out $50 million in commissions to their distributors. The average company would have paid out 320, or would have paid out 320, and some of our companies would have paid out less than 20. This is our X factor. It's just math. If we pay out more, our distributors will earn more. You can earn as much as you want, but that 50% is being paid. It could be being paid to you because we have no breakage. Less than 1% of the companies in the industry can say it. It's volume-based. So we can work with and help and build organizations and build our partners and help them get to premieres at 100Ks and 200Ks. But no matter what happens down the road to that person's title, it doesn't affect yours because it's all about building volume. We don't have any requirements to have a frontline anything. Our volume could all come from, we could sponsor a person who sponsors a person who sponsors a person. All of a sudden that person goes to work, and that's where all the volume comes from. You can get to a 5-figure monthly income with just 3 teams. And our lifestyle bonus, 10,000 total team volume, can qualify you for that first bonus. Our PV and CV is either the same or close. On all of our flag products, like a case of juice, $120 US, 120 points. It's the same. On many of our products, some of our products, it's not exactly the same, but it's very close. Do you know there's companies out there that pay out on less than 50%? On a $100 product, they might pay commissions on just $50 worth of product. So even if they had a 50% payout, it'd be like $25 is what they'd pay. So that's huge. Our 5% on level 9, highest in the industry by far. Huge. Huge numbers of millionaires are going to be created over the next 10 years, more so than ever before, because of that 5% on level 9 alone. Our worldwide global bonus pools for customers, from starting out at the 1K and above to our global leadership pools for premiers and above, are nothing beats free and ADP rewards to just reward customers. Dynamic compression is equivalent to infinity bonuses, but more powerful because you don't have to be a premier above to get it. You can get it at every level of the comp plan if you're one level ahead of the person below you. Our rank advancement bonuses up to a couple $100,000 in addition to incentives, our trips, our rewards. There's a lifetime of residual opportunity available for you, and we dare you to compare with the competition. Sandi, I would love for you, I know you talked a lot about the compensation plan before we even get started, but this really is our X factor, right? And this really is, it's just math like you said, but if you could just share some more about our compensation plan and about what you've seen in the industry and how you think it compares to what our competition has.
Oh, absolutely, Colli. And again, thank you so much for really going what a friend of mine calls behind the curtain. In other words, in most network marketing companies, they never, ever, ever give you the details of every facet of the compensation plan, because if you really knew what was behind the curtain, you probably would not join that company. But just to back up a little bit, we really haven't emphasized enough the huge tax advantages of a home-based business that you are not eligible for as an employee, but as an independent business owner. As long as you remain a member of XANGO, you can actually legally put aside $300 to $500 every single month of legitimate business expenses. And the only requirement that the government has are two. One is that you have to intend to be profitable. Well, if you're on this call listening, you're obviously wanting to be profitable. The second is that you only have to work your home-based business 7 to 10 hours a week with documentation. So with that being said, I want you to truly understand when Colli talks about drive your own dream or the lifestyle bonuses, there is no one in the industry, and I really, as Colli does, study compensation plans. No one comes close to giving a drive your own dream lifestyle bonus with only $10,000 in total team volume with 3 personals, and you can do that within 2 legs or 3 legs. An extra $400 a month. That's in addition to everything else. And, of course, you don't have to get a car. Other companies force you to get a lease, which has created major problems in the industry. So if you have an existing car that you like, you use that. If you want to get a motorcycle or a boat, or you want to use it for a mortgage payment or for college expenses for your kid, the only thing the company asks is that if you get a vehicle or a toy, that you send them a photograph for the website. So that is huge at $10,000 in volume. And, you know, Colli has also emphasized the rapid advancement bonuses. Now, remember, our first wave in XANGO, the first 10 years, we didn't have all this stuff, and we still broke every record. So the rapid advancement bonuses, you know, how did they come to determine that time frame, 180 days for 20Ks and the Premier and the 100K and the 200K, et cetera? It's all based on history, because if you want to predict the future, look at the past. So we reached those levels of achievement in exactly the time frame that they're offering this to you, and yet you have all these advantages that we didn't have the first 10 years. So this is really huge. And when you look at the XANGO comp plan, there's no hype, there's no lies. You know, I remember meeting what I call the boys, now almost 12 years ago, and they looked us straight in the eye, because I asked, how committed are you to this actuarial 50% payout? Not up to or as much as everybody else in the industry, but actually paying out the true 50%. So at the end of the month, there's no breakage to go to the corporate bank account instead of to us. And I know that, there's a lot of hype, and lies on the internet, and people say, oh, you can make $23,000 in your first 30 days. Who in the world believes this stuff? And if you do, you probably still believe in the tooth fairy. But think about this. As a 1K, just a 1K, $1,000 in volume and a minimum of 3 people, doesn't matter whether they're just customers and they want to build a business. Let's say the average income is a little over $200 a month. It comes to about $230 a month. And I know that doesn't sound like a whole lot of money. However, let's talk numbers, because numbers don't lie. For you to earn every month an extra $230 a month, that means you'd have to have $55,000 in the bank at 5% interest if you could even get 5% interest. So look at a 5K. A 5K. Average income, about $900, maybe a little less. $900 a month. Again, you're not going to buy probably an Audi or although you could probably buy an Audi or Mercedes for $860 a month. But in order to earn that equates to about $10,000 a year. But you'd have to have over $200,000 in the bank earning income. Now, this is huge, guys. Just at these beginning leadership ranks, the 1K and the 5K, having in the bank somewhere between $55,000 to $200,000 in the bank. Now, to me, that's overwhelming. And we can almost guarantee your success. Again, if you're coachable, if you're disciplined, if you're passionate, you become a product of the product, and you just share it with everybody that you come in contact with. And not everybody's open to the business. So even though they need it, they probably want it, they should be open to the business, but everyone should be open to better health. Because once you pass 40, the hard reality is the majority of your quality years are already behind you. So the only way you can live longer thriving instead of with disease is to do what needs to be done and fall in love with the project. So, thank you again, Colli, for the simplicity of your explanation. And there's nothing hidden here. Everything that you've seen, and understand, understand the whole process, but you're not expected to verbally explain it to anyone. If you can copy and paste, you can also become a member of the $1 Million Club. So, Colli, thank you again for all you do. Back to you.
Thank you so much, and we are on the home stretch. This super, super Saturday, you are getting it all, folks. When we do a Super Saturday at a hotel, we usually rent the hotel for the whole day. So oftentimes we'll do an opportunity meeting in the morning, and then we'll break for lunch, and we'll meet with the guests who just came to take a look at the business, which most stay for the training, because, of course, if you're really looking at a business, you don't just want to see kind of an overview of the opportunity. You want to know. You want to know the compensation plan, how you're going to get paid. Because if you were going to take a job, you would definitely know, are you getting paid hourly or salary, and how many hours a week you're going to work. You don't take a job unless you know what you're going to get paid and what you have to do to get paid that, and what you have to continue to do to keep from getting fired and losing that income. So it's important. The other thing that's important is understanding the best way to maximize those profits and to get started. So we're going to talk about that. Before you get started in XANGO, there's some things you need to know, because there are good ways to get started, there's better ways to get started, and there's fantastic ways to get started. So before we decide, before we sign that distributor application, before we place that first order, we need to understand some basics to be able to make a really good decision, because the most successful distributors are one who on the mark, get set, and they go. They go. In that first 90 days, Ray Heron always says, if you built this business for the first 90 days like your life depended on it, you could lay a foundation for success that'll take you through all of our amazing bonuses and all of the incentives that we have, and you'll be able to maximize the speed and the profitability of your business. So first, before making that decision, we want to understand a couple of bonuses. So we're going to look at our ADP Rewards program. ADP Rewards is for signing up on ADP and continuing to order on ADP every month for 12 months. So obviously if you didn't know about that, maybe you wouldn't get on the ADP right away if you didn't understand the importance of it, and you could miss out on some fantastic rewards. So the ADP Automatic Delivery Program, you can commit to 100 or 200, whatever you want. You pick whatever orders you want, and every single month, XANGO can charge your card automatically, somewhere between the 12th and the 14th, and ship those products directly to you. Or you could do a backup plan. The backup ADP means, here's my order, and if I don't place an order before the 10th of the month for at least this many points or more, then go ahead and ship me this order. So a backup order is a good thing to have so that no matter what, you'll never miss out on commissions. You've got products coming. But maybe this month you want to try something different, or you place an order for something else. So if you're on backup and you place an order for something else that has as many points or more, then your regular standard ADP will not ship. It's important because if you want to make sure that your ADP ships every month, then you go on our automatic ADP, and then no matter what else you order, you won't miss that particular product order. 3 months, a $50 product voucher. That means that you can use that for anything. You can use it for swag. You can use it for products. You can use it for anything, an event ticket, whatever. It's a $50 voucher for whatever you want to spend it on. After 3 more months, or a total of 6 months on ADP, you get a $100 voucher. And then 6 more months, another 100. So there's $250 in product vouchers plus 2 event tickets. They could be to our international convention, which would be worth hundreds of dollars too. So we want to know this and make sure that we sign up on ADP. The next thing is our Nothing Beats Free program. Our Nothing Beats Free program lets you get free products by referring 3 or more other customers who order products. Depending on what they order will depend on how much or what free product you get. But to maximize Nothing Beats Free, it's 1,000 in customer referral. These are your personally sponsored customers. If you have 3 or more personally sponsored customers who have orders that accumulate to 1,000 points or more, then you get to maximize the products. You get a whole catalog of products to choose from, a couple hundred, but here's what else is powerful about this. All you have to do at this moment is become a distributor, and you're automatically a 1K is also qualified for our iBonus pool. So this is important to understand. Nothing Beats Free because, number one, maybe all you want is free product. But number 2, there's something called our rank advancement bonuses. That's where the clock starts the day we become a distributor. Now, a lot of people say to me, I'm going to try the products first if they work. Or I'm going to do the business, but I have this, that, and the other thing on my plate. And as soon as I clear my plate, or whatever it is, some people get started the same day. They see it, they get it, they want to be a distributor, they run. And they're 1K in their first 30 days, and that's powerful. But some other people might not even get started for a month or 2 or 3 because they have to saddle up and learn more about the comp plan, learn more about the products, try them first, and all of that. And so we don't want that clock to start on these rank advancement bonuses until you're ready to start building the business. So I love the Nothing Beats Free program because you can get in and try products and learn about the comp plan and evaluate and get all your questions answered and refer other customers and get free products. And then when you're ready to pull the trigger on your business, become a distributor, and then go. And the clock starts on all of these rank advancement bonuses. And if you maximize the free products, you're 1K in a day. 1K is 1,000 in group volume with 3 people, at least 100. 1K in a day. And if you did it with 1,000 in eye volume, you're also qualified to earn a share in that 3% 1K I volume bonus pool. Imagine that. You're getting free product, and now all of a sudden, just by signing that distributor application, paying that $35 distributor fee, you're a 1K and you're getting 15% commission paid next week on all of that volume of those customers. And you're going to get a 1K iBonus pool next month on your commission check. Very exciting way to start the business. So, 2 reasons why people quit in XANGO. One is because they didn't develop a belief in the products, and the other one is they never developed a belief they can make money. You got to know you can make money if you're going to talk to people about the opportunity. You got to know the products are great if you're going to talk to anyone about our products or our opportunity. So we want to get started in a way that will help us develop that product belief immediately and also get checks coming in the mail immediately. We want checks in the mail. How do we do that? It's all about how we get started. So we're going to talk about a good, better, and best way to get started. And I'm going to use Limitless as an example here. So let's say you wanted to start a Limitless business. Well, everybody should sign up for a 200 ADP because 200 gets you all the bonuses that you're going to need, that you're going to be eligible to get paid on in that first 90 days. So it'll get you 25% power start on your personally sponsored distributors and a 15% second level power start. It'll give you 15% commission on all of your customers. And it'll give you a 3% on all the customers down through your first 5 levels. It'll qualify you all the way up to the title of Premier and beyond. So 200 is absolutely a great way to start. You don't need to upgrade from there until you've got this very big organization that's going beyond your 5 levels as far as customers go, but 200 ADP. So pick whatever products you want to personally consume every month and put that on ADP. Then pick a Nothing Beats Free pack, because whether you're a customer or distributor, you still want free product. I mean, I order my 200 or 300 or whatever that gives me my commissions and all that, but I also enjoy my free product every single month. So pick your Nothing Beats Free pack. You probably already did that if you started as a customer. You might want to change it, whatever you want to do. And then place your initial product order for your ADP pack and some extra product for promotion. So a good way is to get this Limitless starter pack, because it'll get you 80 single serving packets of Limitless that you can hand out to a prospect, have them try it, see if they like it, and be able to share the opportunity and or products with potential customers or business partners. And 80 goes a little ways. But a better way is to do all that, but get the promoter pack. The promoter pack is basically double. It's 160 individual Limitless packets to share with prospects. You also get a couple of really cool water bottles. The very best way is the Limitless Builder Pack. It's $599. It has 500 points. It's a $31 savings. You get a couple of free water bottles with it. But now I have 400 samples of Limitless. The other thing that you could do, and this is what most people are doing and what I recommend that you do unless you want to focus on a Limitless business, is to get our Summer Sizzle Pack. Now our Summer Sizzle Pack is available now through the summer, and there will be at the end of the summer promotion a permanent pack put in its place. But this Summer Sizzle Pack, SKU number 113570, $385, 308 CV, free shipping, and you're going to get a box of Ageless, which has 30 individual single-serving packages. 2 boxes of Limitless. That'll give you 40 Limitless. A box of Ignite and a box of Reload. That's 20 servings of Reload, 20 of Ignite. And then 3 boxes of the XANGO Juice singles, which will give you 90 of those. So that is enough samples for you to put together some amazing opinion packs. Now, some people are going to just let people try Limitless. 10 minutes, people notice it, they love it, it's great. What about all those people you know that work out? So we want to give them maybe a Reload and Ignite and a Limitless, all 3. Let them try the pre-workout, post-workout, the whole experience. What about the people we know that are over 50 that we want to try the Ageless? So maybe we put together a packet with the Ageless and the juice. We put them together because the juice is powerful, plus it makes it taste amazing. It's funny how different people have different opinions about the taste. And if somebody doesn't care for the taste, mixing it with the juice, everyone loves anything if it's mixed with XANGO juice, but that's a way. Now, a lot of people can't afford to give out samples, so don't give out samples. Put together opinion packs and put a price on it. Figure out what your cost is on it and put a price together. Maybe you're giving somebody 3 ageless with 3 things of juice and you're charging $20 for it. $20 is an easy decision for someone to make. Maybe you're putting together a package of 3 Reload, 3 Ignite, and 6 Limitless. Whatever it is, a $5 pack, a $10 pack, a $20 pack, put together your opinion packs. Make your list, and you're going to go through that list and say, who do I know that would be a good person to try the ageless? So remember, what we're doing is using the opinion approach. This is your first 30 days. This is you need to develop a belief in the ageless. So if you're 20, how are you going to do that? Well, what about your mom and dad? What about people that they know? So you put together opinion packs and you go to people that you know that are over 50 and you say, I've heard there's this tremendous anti-aging line. Now, obviously, I'm only 20, so what do I know about that? But I would sure love it and appreciate it if you could try the products and let me know what you think. I'd love your opinion. And so put together a $20 opinion pack. Believe me, anyone over 50 can afford $20 for an opinion pack, and let them try it. So what you're doing is you're putting together packages and you are going to get people's opinions. 30 days, you have a magical number of limited amount of time where you can tell people that you haven't even decided yet if you're going to do this business. You don't have to worry about your credibility. You can say, oh, I heard about this tremendous opportunity. It sounds incredible. The products sound great. But before I make a business decision, I want some people that I personally know and trust to help me evaluate these products. I would love it if you could try and then tell them whatever your pack is. These products, it's $10, it's $20, whatever it is, and give me your feedback. So we put together our opinion packs, and we also need to be on our ADP, so we have our ADP packs, and here's just some recommended ones to stay in that promotional place. So we've got a Zalo Share and Recruit pack with the different products. We've got the Pro Pack 100, which is 100 points, and it's 2 Limitless, an Ignite, and a Reload. Of course, always you can add Limitless to your order and continue to have more samples to hand out. Because the opinion approach, you're going to use that first 30 days, and the more opinions you get, the bigger and faster your business is going to grow. But ongoing forever. I've been 11 and a half years. I certainly don't need anyone's opinion to tell me our products are good. But I still want to let them try and experience our products as part of evaluating our great business. So ongoing, I continue to always add these products that allow me to hand out a sample. Ongoing, forever, every month, I continue to share our products with other people. But going back to that first 30 days, this is your golden time. What you want to do is you want to do a test market. See, you're not really going to be going to the mall with a clipboard or anything, but what you want to do is get people's opinions, because if people that you personally know and trust try the products and tell you how amazing they are, you're going to believe them, right? You're not just believing the person who presented it to you. I mean, my job is to explain how amazing our products are, and if you try them, you're trying them on faith. You're believing that these things are true based on what I told you, maybe the science research, but when somebody you shared the product with says, oh my gosh, let me tell you what happened to me, all of a sudden your faith turns to belief. And when you believe, like I believe, in our products and our opportunity, it's a whole different level of sharing with other people. So we're going to use that opinion approach, and we're going to develop customers first, and they'll eventually become distributors so we can become profitable and we can duplicate that success. Now, what we're going to do is choose our opinion pack, and so I make a bunch of them, but you know what? If you're 20 years old and you want to start just with Limitless and that's the only opinion pack you have and you just call everyone you know who uses energy drinks, great. If you're older and you want to have a variety of testimonials and stuff, then you pick that sampler pack. You might even want to get a couple of them because there's a lot of people whose opinions you want. But you're going to choose that opinion pack, price it, and then you're going to call and invite people to try it. And so I might call you up and say, you know, hey, Sue, this is Colli. You know how I've been looking for a home-based business for a long time with some phenomenal health products? I think I found something really huge. But, before I make a business decision, I would sure love it if you would try it. There's this anti-aging line called Ageless. I've learned a lot of things about anti-aging I had never known before. Have you ever heard of telomeres? To me, some people have, but most people haven't. It's becoming something people are hearing about, but whatever it is, you're just engaging in a conversation and curiosity. I'd love for you to try it. People are getting these results, and I'd love it. I put together a little packet, $20. You can try it for 3 days, and give me your opinion. So people will say yes to that. $20, $30, $50. These are easy decisions for people to make. $500, $1,000, $2,000. Those might be a little bit tougher, but $20, that's a pretty simple decision. And so all we're going to do is you're going to sign up. Maybe you're just signing up as a customer and getting this because you don't want that clock to start yet. You get your products coming in the mail. You're calling people. You make your list. You're calling them and inviting them to try this, and you get all the people. Some are not going to be interested, but most are actually because they're your friends and they want to try this. They want to help you evaluate it because you're asking for their opinion, and that's what friends do. And so you're going through your list, and you say, you're going to be home Thursday. My products are coming in. I could drop off the product and pick up a check if you're going to be home. If they're not going to be home, tell them to leave the check in the mailbox. You can leave the products in there or wherever. And so all you're going to be doing that day is dropping off products and picking up checks, and that day you could get enough checks to cover the cost of your products. So whatever you came in with, a $300, $500, $1,000 worth of products, doesn't matter, because if you make the calls, put together the opinion packs, and have enough people waiting for them, you're going to be dropping off that product and picking up checks, which is going to pay for the product and cover the cost. And you could even make enough money to get your products for free. And then the magic thing is you're going to invite people to a potluck or a home party in 1 week. So you're going to invite people, and the best way to invite somebody to anything is not to say, hey, we're doing a meeting on Tuesday night, can you come? But instead it's, hey, what are you doing Tuesday night? Nothing. Why? Well, it's going to be hard for them to say no now. Well, because we're going to have a potluck at my house, and I invited my business partner's going to be there and share a little bit about the opportunity with people, but I just thought it would be fun to all get together and kind of share our experiences. I would just love to hear everyone's feedback and what they thought of the product, and I've got, so-and-so coming and so-and-so coming or whatever, and it's a party. It's a potluck. Assign them a dish. People are more likely to come to a potluck if they're assigned a dish and you're counting on them. Oh, can you make that queso dip? Love your queso dip. Sure, I'll be there. And so that's what we're going to do. Now, along the way, we have to get ready, right? We have to follow up before the home party. So we're going to email people. As soon as I dropped off the product and picked up the checks, I'm going to send you an email. You can use my Power system. They have one-touch emails that are already written for you. All you have to do is enter your person in the contact manager and send it to them. It has media packs in there. It'll be the doctors explaining how the product works, and there's different media packs and one-touch emails for the different products that we have. But we're going to send that out, say, get that information. Then about midweek, we're going to call and see how it's going. And, hey, have you tried that Ageless? Yes, some people haven't tried it yet because they weren't really sure what to do, or, they haven't started it yet. So a lot of people procrastinate. Then you can kind of recommit them to that. Well, I wasn't really sure when I should try it, and you can answer the questions. But somewhere along the line, some of the people have called you in the middle of the week because they couldn't wait to tell you about their experiences. Some of the others you're going to call and, oh, yeah, thanks for calling. I was going to call you and tell you that whatever happened. So during the week, we're going to call. We're going to get experiences from people. We're going to answer questions if they have questions and get them back committed to trying them if they haven't yet started them. Then the night before, we're going to send a little reminder via email, maybe give directions to your house if they haven't been there before. The day of, a little phone call. Looking forward to seeing you tonight. Really excited about you bringing that queso dip. And then you're going to have that party. So that night you can have an MB30 party, a 2020 party, a mob party. What's a mob party? Millionaire or bust. I'm part of the XANGO mob. I am well over 30, and I've made over the $1 million. But I want to help people become a millionaire or bust, because it doesn't matter if you're 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years old. It's never too late to earn it. Become a member of the $1 Million Club. So whatever your focus is going to be on that presentation, depending on your focus, you're going to start, welcome everyone. You're going to share experiences. Now what I like to do is, as I ask people, I call on a few people that called me that I know are excited, that I know have great experiences. Hey, John, you called me the other day and you told me an amazing story. Can you share that with everyone here? And then Some people will volunteer to share theirs. And then there's those people who thought they didn't notice anything. Maybe they got their arms crossed. They're kind of there just because they're your friend. But they start hearing the other stories, and all of a sudden their arms open a little bit. They're like, wow, you know what? I have noticed I've been sleeping better. And all of a sudden they get it. So it's an exciting thing. And then you're going to have your partner. If they're local, great. Have them there local. If not, they can Skype in. But you want someone who's making money, who does this full time, to be able to tell the money side of the story until you've got your own money message to share. So you know what? That's all you're doing. And you invite people to join you. Sign up as a customer first. Some will, some won't. 80-20 rule. Some people will just want to try products. Some will want to sign up as a customer. Some are going to get it and want to do the business. But whatever you do that night at your party, those people who sign up as customers, you're getting a 15% bonus check, and it's going to be sent to you next week. You're absolutely going to become profitable by then. And you're going to focus on that Nothing Beats Free. You're going to focus all them on the Nothing Beats Free program. You convert to a distributor, and you get 25% bonuses on all the people that you bring in once they convert to a distributor. And then, of course, you're building your network. You're building your worldwide volume-driven organization. Convert to a distributor. If you focus on Nothing Beats or a customer first, you can become 1K in a day, and then the rank advancement bonus starts. And then from there, you help your people do the same thing. You duplicate. And 1Ks become 5Ks, and 5Ks become 20Ks. And then you're going to plug into the 48-hour assignment. That's a whole separate training. That's where you're going to make your list and your goals and put aside what your time management and identify and actually develop that 30-day game plan. And then you're just going to duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. There's limitless possibilities here. The more people that you introduce in that first 30 days, the more opinions you get in that first 30 days. What if you shared it with 20, 50, 100 people in that first 30 days? The more you share, the more will engage, the more will order, the bigger your checks will be, the more people that will engage and duplicate, and the larger a business that you're going to be building. And it doesn't have to be local. See, we've got this customer program. You could call somebody, if you're in Texas, you could call somebody in Florida, in California, tell them about it, and have them and ship just a box of Limitless to them right directly from XANGO. So we're still talking about a decision that's less than $50. It's less than $40 for a decision for them to try an entire box of Limitless and have them share it with people that they know. Imagine your test market there, where once you've done your local thing, now you're on the phone using the customer program, sending out samples to people that you know all over the country, all over the world. Your results are going to depend on the pack that you promote and the number of people that you do this test market with in your first 30 days. So that's all I have for you. That is, you got the entire Super Saturday. But once again, Sandi, I would like to turn time over to you to add to this getting started and any recommendations that you have when you start a new distributor. And also, well, no, let's start with that. And then I see a lot of questions in the Q&A box. So if you have not yet had a chance to ask a question that you want to, please put it in the Ask a Question box in the upper left-hand corner. Many of the questions are about where to get recordings and stuff, so I'll show them that. But first, I'd like you to share a little bit more about how you get new distributors started.
Absolutely, Colli. And I think, especially for brand new people, we have to assume that they're not coming into XANGO with the skills that they need to explain anything. But there has to be a level of belief that's unshakable, that they're in the right place at the right time, with the right company, with the right partners. Once they have that unshakable belief, then they just have to plug into the trainings and the systems and the tools, because I don't care whether you're a carpenter or a pharmacist or a school teacher or a realtor or a nail tech, it doesn't matter. There is always a learning curve. And if you are meeting the requirements of the IRS, you're spending at least an hour a day. So plugging into what you need to learn, in my opinion, is critical. So there's the first 30 days is your excitement. There's a saying, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. You're excited. You've ordered your product. You're trying everything. You're if you don't have a story, use somebody else's story. But that first 48 hours, doing your 48-hour assignment, and check with your upline team mentors. They'll get you that. And then the first 30 days are critical to get as much product in people's hands, whether it's like Seinfeld, are they product worthy? And if not, have them pay for it. For goodness sakes, sometimes if you don't have them pay for it, they won't even take the product, even though you gifted it to them. So make sure that first 30 days you are exposing people to either the product. In other words, what are you looking for? You're looking for people who are either looking for better health or more money or both. And then you want to get them some information, or you want to get them a product sample. Real simple. And then once they've got that, you send them an email with all the details of that particular product that they're interested in, whether it's product or business, and then you get them on the phone with your upline. I mean, it can't get easier than that, because your upline team members are investing in your success. And truly, no one is going to be left behind. Absolutely no one. If you're consistent, if you're committed to your personal and professional growth. And I'm hoping Colli's going to talk a little bit about a new tool that we'll be launching before the end of the month. Because if you're committed to growing personally and professionally, think about it. Do the 500Ks have a different product line? Do the premiers have a different compensation plan? It's a level playing field. So when you look at people who are achieving the success you want, you have to say to yourself, okay, where am I weak? What do I need to do so that I can improve to be able to create and work with the team that I need to create? Because we're all born with a millionaire gene. So that beginning, I'd say 30, 60, 90 days is critical to be in action and activities. And it's not just reading the books and listening to the CDs, but it's learning how to ask questions, how to approach people. And we teach that. So we're going to assume you have no clue what to do, you have no clue what to say. And we're going to teach you how to do all of that. And I'm really pretty hard on people now, Colli, because, none of us have any time to waste. None of us are getting any younger. And you want to find just 3 to 5 committed people who are willing to do whatever it takes, because you don't have to be smart to do this, but you do have to be coachable. You do have to be committed to doing something about your business every single day, and give accountability to your sponsor and to your upline mentor. And of course, these webinars are recorded, and even premiers and above, they don't say, oh, I was on that webinar 3 weeks ago and I heard it all. Yeah? Okay. Until you're able to repeat it, then it means you have to re-listen and re-listen and reread until you develop the skills so that you can attract the quality of the people. Because we're not in the convincing business, even though we know people who need better health. We know people who need more money. And according to Harry Dent Jr., who's a Harvard MBA economist, who's never been wrong in his predictions, pretty scary, but he said the worst is yet to come. He's predicting unemployment to go to 25%. He's predicting another real estate crash. And he also predicted that the Plan B, or your safety net, is building a network marketing business. Remember those numbers. Just earning an extra $860 a month is equivalent to having $200,000 in the bank. Remember that. Less than $1,000 a month every month that anybody can create if you do the right things is like having $200,000 in the month. So plug into what we're teaching, because unlike, and I'm sad to say this, but there are people in the industry making millions of dollars a year teaching you what to do. But guess what? They don't do it. Really different when you're learning from people who actually do every day what they teach. So stay within your XANGO family. You don't have to go outside and spend hundreds or thousands of dollars with the, quote, gurus who might have been one-shot wonders and who teach and charge but don't do. If they were that good, they would be creating monster businesses. So hopefully everyone will have a happy holiday weekend and do whatever you need to do to listen to CDs in the car, spending 30 minutes a day reading. But the most important activity that you can do is learn how to have effective conversations and get these sampling products into the hands of people who want better health or better money or both. And again, let's all in the chat box say thank you, Colli, for all her hard work, because this is not easy, guys. This is not easy to prepare all of this. But now you've got the tools to share with others. So if you can copy and paste, there's no reason why you can't join us in the million and the multi-million-dollar clubs. Back to you, Colli.
Well, thank you so much, and what an amazing Super Saturday it has been. It's awesome because everybody got to attend without getting in a car and driving to a hotel, or without paying your admission fee or any of that kind of stuff. And you can even be like me and still be in your PJs. So love technology today. Sure is a different industry. A couple things I want to show you, some things that are what's new, and then get to some of these questions. Most of the questions are about what I'm going to show you right now. So let's just go right to it. I am showing the blog, ourpowersystem.com. This is the blog for the My Power System users, although it's open to everyone and all of this information, whether you're a My Power System member or not. But here are some new things I'm going to show you. First of all, upper right-hand corner, subscribe to the blog via email. Every time we make a new post, it gets emailed out to the subscribers. You can subscribe to our newsletter as well. That's periodic. Like us on Facebook. If you click here and connect, you'll find My Power System on Facebook. So let's just go take a look at it. And when we do a post on the blog, it automatically goes on to the Facebook page as well. So if you're a big Facebook user, then make sure that you like us there. You'll be connected in the news feed, and you'll find out stuff that happens. And by the way, on our page, we have all the pages that we like, which is a good thing for you to find all the other pages, Facebook pages in the XANGO community that you may like to plug into. XANGO corporate page, which is facebook.com/XANGO Juice. But there's a lot of different pages to different product lines. There's MB30 pages and groups, and so do we. So plug into that and like us on Facebook and begin to get plugged into the XANGO community online. The other thing is, on the menu up here, you'll see Have You Heard the News? This is our news blog, and we've got some amazing news that's happened. So our news blog is HaveYouHeardTheNews.com, which is the news of everything great happening within XANGO Nation. And there's some very exciting things that have happened within XANGO Nation. And one of them is our XANGO University, which is about to launch here. So the post here on XANGO University says open enrollment begins soon. This truly is a university, folks, where the faculty is made up of XANGO premiers, 100Ks, 200Ks, 500Ks. We're actually all going to be meeting together in a couple of weeks for about a week and a half There's going to be 23 premieres and above, all meeting at Richard O'Brien's house. The week before that, we're going to be meeting at another leaders and with another group of leaders who are all getting together to provide the curriculum. A lot of it's already done, the first couple of modules before you get started module, your first 30 days, getting to yes. I mean, these are going to be some tremendous modules, all part of XANGO University. So here's information. There's a little sneak peek at what the XANGO University is going to look like. We are very excited about the XANGO University. But what else? XANGO University members, students, are going to have access to a variety of fun things, discounts, and one of the benefits of being a XANGO University member is a gift from us. It's actually a gift from us is our gift to you, where you can also use the sampling system to give gifts of health and opportunity to people. So this is just a sneak peek at what a gift from us is all about. It is a sampling website where you can focus on any of the 5 sampling products, hand out a sample of Ageless, and send your person to Dr. Templeman telling them all about Ageless. Hand out a sample of the Juice, the Limitless, the Ignite, the Reload. There are 5 sampling products, 5 tremendous videos. Nothing on there except for give them the information, sign them up as a customer, and then begin the journey of sharing the opportunity however you see fit. So your follow-up could be a home meeting, your follow-up could be a webinar, your follow-up could be whatever it is that you want it to be. But all this is to help you use the sampling program to sample out products, get people to learn more about the products and want to purchase those products. And of course, a happy customer is the very best business candidate. So a gift from us is a free sampling website, free for all XANGO University members. So we're excited about that. There's a lot of other things. If you scroll down through here, the Summer Sizzling Sample Program, this tells you about the program, the different products that we have, how you can order it, all the details from XANGO, what's in it, and this has all the videos together that Dr. Templeman did on every single product, and they're all available for you to watch now. They'll all be part of the A Gift From Us sampling program. So have you heard the news.com? Go there and plug in. You can sign up on the email list right here so that you can be the first to hear the news whenever there's any news stories. And this news blog is all about XANGO news, whatever's happening in the XANGO Nation. It's not about any particular system or tool. It is about giving you the news that's occurring within this company as we get new information, like when our patent came out or whatever. You can be the first to know any XANGO news if you subscribe to the XANGO News blog. Have you heard the news.com? So that's right there, and on the Our Power System blog, you'll see the 4th section says Training, and then if you go to the Training Center, this is where you will find all the training documents, archives. The recording for today's webinar will be posted soon, maybe by the end of the day, maybe by tomorrow. It depends on how long it takes to populate a 2.5-hour-long recording. But here are all 3 of my PowerPoints. You want those PowerPoints right now? You just simply go there to ourpowersystem.com, the Training Center under the Training tab, and there they are. So here's my business overview. And if you go to this and download it, it's going to open up in PowerPoint. I made it the old version of PowerPoint, so whether you have PowerPoint or Keynote, older version or newer version. And if you don't even have PowerPoint, it'll open in a PowerPoint viewer. If you don't have the PowerPoint viewer, it'll give you a download link to download that viewer. But the PowerPoints are there, and what I recommend that you do is you take the PowerPoint as your base and make it your own. Add a slide about you, your photos, your family, your whys, your goals, your why people want to be in business with you. And even if you think, why would people want to be in business with me? I don't know anybody. I don't have any money. I don't have any skills. I've heard this sometimes. Why? Because if you've got a dream and you've got a why and you're determined to get it, that's good enough for me, because I would want to be your business partner, because you couldn't do it without doing it with a team of other people. And people, right now, if you're brand new, you have the opportunity to determine who your partners are that you're going to partner with and go the journey together and enjoy some of the greatest beaches of the world together. So that's it for the download. There's a lot of stuff here on the blog. You want to see what's going on with other webinars and other tools and stuff that's going on, go there. If you want to know a little bit more about other PowerPoints and stuff that's there, my power system, I'll show you that real quick. But see, it opens up the PowerPoint, and all you have to do on anything, you can edit any PowerPoint. You want to put your photo there, click on it, delete, put in your own. I mean, it's just as simple as, add new slide, make your own slide. Make this your presentation. You live in Canada and you want to take this chart, and there it is, and change the prices to reflect the Canadian prices. It's just right there, boom, and put in a new price. Everything is editable when you download the PowerPoint presentation, so make them whatever you want. You've got some other in your local area. I put AMP on because it's really big in Utah, and I just did a big event in Utah, and people are familiar with that. You might be in some area where you've got some other energy drink that everyone uses, and you want to put that up. Go to Google and do an image of whatever that product is. Look up that nutritional value. Put that information in there and make it your own PowerPoint. So this is about empowering you with the tools to empower yourself. So a lot of great stuff that's there. My Power System, people want to know what it is. Right there, there's a tab. You go to My Power System. My Power System has tools in it that can help you share additional information. In My Power System is product details on every single product. And we've got recorded webinars that go back years and years and years from doctors and professionals that can explain GLIMPS and Junie and all of that. It is a wonderful follow-up tool. It is not necessary for the first exposure, but definitely for a long-term, ongoing personal development, education, and having something that will easily provide answers and tools. It's a wonderful partner, and you can test drive it for just $1 for an entire week. So learn all about it there, and I think that's all I have. I got most of the questions answered in that. So Sandi, why don't you close us up for the day? You have to unmute yourself first.
Thank you. I'm talking and no wonder. Okay. This was a very special day, Colli. I mean, there's so much new happening and there's so much for people to catch up on, but it's not overwhelming. And I'm excited that you are going to break the recording up into the 3 separate sections. So we'll have those pieces not only to review, but to share with potential partners as well as existing members of our team. So there's no time to waste, guys. Half the year is already behind us. And if you're past 40 or 50, they're going into hyperspeed. So you have no time to waste. If you want to live life the way you've dreamed it to be, then you've got to commit to the process and understand that we are here to help you every step of the way. And with technology today, it is so different than even just 5 years ago. So if you still type with 4 fingers and 2 need spell check, even you can accomplish some great things, because all you have to do is use what we've created for you. So lots of people are going to be around today with other people at barbecues, at fireworks. Don't leave the house without your tools, just like a hairdresser would not leave the house without her scissors and her brush and comb, and a carpenter would never go to work without his hammer and his saw. You never leave the house without the intention to have a conversation and sample some of the hottest products in nutrition today. And the Sizzle Pack is now available in your back office to order for everyone. And there's quite a huge savings on the shipping as well. So it doesn't hurt that you save about $30 or $35 on the shipping when you order the Summer Sizzle Pack. I only hope that we can convince them to keep it in the fall as well. And with that, let's have an amazing, amazing weekend. Make a commitment and an intention that you will have no less than 3 conversations every single day asking questions about people's health and how are their finances holding up. And with that, again, thank you, Colli, for all that you do. And with that, we will say au revoir for today. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us.